Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down and lay down when we stomping. It's the clash of the titans. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down and lay down when we stomping. It's the clash of the titans. In the dimension where infinity gauntlet is a mere toy compared to the intellectual prowess, build and destroy the cipher. Intellectual sword will slice ya, or whatever the vice you recommend. Surgical, precise pen, hand get heated, the room will spin. If man get treated, then booms gon' spin. Level heads with feet, paradigm to box you in. Got a paradigms in the box you in, make a paradigm shift, your clock won't spin. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. It's the clash of the titans. Hear the sounds of the trumpets, start the rounds in the gauntlet. Flesh your bands in the trumpets. Hear the sounds of the trumpets.
These are not just speakers, these are thinkers, forged in fire, warriors of words stepping into destiny. Welcome to the Coliseum of Arguments, where logic clashes with conviction and ideas spill like blood in the sand. 16 titans, 16 minds, one path to immortality. They come seeking truth, they fight for redemption, they burn for revenge. Featuring the intellectual elite of the Titans Debate League. Every round a new war, every word a new weapon. Every titan ready to fall or rise in glory. This is not debate, this is combat. Step into the Coliseum of Arguments. Only the brave speak here. Are you not entertained? This is Coliseum of Arguments, where the mighty This is Coliseum of Arguments, where the mighty clash, where ideas collide, and where only the sharpest minds survive. This Friday, Titans Debate League presents Pan vs. Anu Kakarot, Round 1. On the left, the Pan-African atheist, Pan, a social juggernaut armed with history, logic, and enough intellectual voltage to shut down any institution standing on shaky ground. And in the other corner, the preacher of the gospel, the man who proclaims God is light and light is electromagnetism, a spiritual powerhouse bringing scripture, science, and shockwaves of revelation. The question shaking the arena: should the fraternal order of police be disbanded? Two warriors, two worldviews, one explosive showdown. This is Titans Debate League. This is the Coliseum of Arguments. Be there or get left in the dust. Are you not entertained?
Hey man, shout out to the people, man. This is your boy Swarbox, man. Snapping Off Entertainment, the Argument League, man. The Debate League, the Coliseum of Arguments, Titans Debate League. Black Power, man. Hit that like button as y'all come in, man. Yeah, it's the truth. It's true. It's true. I can't do it, man. Shout out to everybody in attendance. Hit that like button as y'all come in. Please share if you have a channel. Let's get some people over here. I put the link in the back chat on Facebook. Motherfuckers love jumping in that back chat and shit, going wild. Okay, let's see if we can really stand on that shit in the public. Yeah, dad. I mean, this ain't got to be solely about the debate last night, but it's definitely got something to do with the debate last night. Not trying to undermine the league or undermine the debates, but yeah, y'all trash, bro. Like, there's no way I'm gonna let y'all win this championship, and that's what y'all doing. And yes, I'm going over the debate. Yes, I'm pulling it up. The judges don't watch this shit. The judges don't watch this shit. The judges don't watch this type of shit. So it has no impact on the debate. There's nothing y'all can cry about. There's nothing y'all can do. This is green light. I'm willing to pay whatever consequences. I'm letting y'all know right now. So it ain't no crying. There's not an email you can send, personal phone call, none of that, man. Shout out to Anu, man, and shout out to Pan that came through yesterday and did. Shout out to them for showing up and having their presentations and competing. I want to get that out the way because this is not an easy thing to do. This is definitely a sport. It's definitely something that takes time. Although some people have found a way around that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the one dude, I forgot who it was, but he was in the back. He was like, yeah, I don't debate because it takes so much time to research this, that, and the other. I'm like, nah, you can kind of compact that now with the research or, with the internet and how things are set up. Like, it's not hard to go find a source. It's not hard to find a source of what, because, okay, yeah, and I understand. Yeah, Swag, we don't know Swag. He knew he was over there with them niggas and this, that, and other, man. Shout out to the debate league, man. But, like, real talk, I'm just not normalized to the style that people are debating. And it's different to me. It's different than my style of debating. So I'm going to call it trash. Until I find something useful about it, like, yeah, oh, yeah, that's the... But no, I'm just not. The openings, trash. The premise, trash. The question, how you have a trash question and answer around? Let me bring my mic closer. Hold on. Let me get a little bit more hard, man. Let me get a little bit more. Let me. How do you have a trash question around? You know how much blood is and Anu Kakarot walking around here talking, yeah, lick your wounds. Fam, that's not what you did. I don't know who won. Shout out to the judges. That's a tough job. I don't know who won, but I'm gonna tell you what I saw. You did not mop the floor with that nigga. You did not shake that nigga to his motherfucking soul. This is the Coliseum, where blood get washed off the stones after the debate. This isn't where niggas like, man, fam, tighten up. That was not it on neither part. Pan, I don't take you serious. Pan, I do not take you serious. I'm sorry. Your character is a joke. Okay? I just don't know. I don't know if you bedridden. I don't know if I don't know if you're famous. I don't know. Maybe you got a real life and dealing with people on this level around here might come. Like, I get all of that. Like, my job, if they find out this me, quit. Then you have a conflict of interest because there's no way you take yourself serious. I don't. Like, I get it. You don't take it serious. And I can respect that. But if you think I think you take yourself serious, sadly mistaken. Anu, he's serious as cancer. He is locked in on being wrong. Shout out to it. So I guess Pan and Anu cool with each other. You know, they feel like they brothers, and it's like, yeah, they fuck with each other. All right, that's cool. Don't do this though. If you being cool with each other gonna do this, don't do this. Do not do this. Do not do this. Let me find this right quick. Yeah, but hit that like button, please, man. And I put the stream on out there, so don't grow a turtle shell now. You know, yeah. Shout out to the fam bam. And I just started drinking, so don't get it twisted. All right, this it right here. Man, and let me pay respect. My bad. I'm sorry, because I came in this motherfucker started shit slinging. Shout out to A1. Remember him? Shout out to A1. My bad, man. Shout out to A1, man. The mastermind, the hardest working nigga on StreamYard, man. The man of many hats and endless graphics. Shout out to A1, man. So let me put this up. Look at this. He ain't even hit like on his own goddamn shit. Yeah, man. Shout out to Eric, man. Please hit the like button. All right, I'm trying to put it up. I don't know why it's. I think somebody went there and took that motherfucker down. Yeah, but the conversation was. There you go. The conversation was, should the Fraternal Order of Police be disbanded? Now, to me, stupid title, right? And I understand that titles can be stupid. I get it. Sometimes stupid title don't necessarily mean stupid debate, worthless debate, nothing debate. Because titles are part of the mysticism of setting the debate. And especially when you go from league to league and you see different environments and how they treat titles. Like, who was that? I was talking, I think Banu, foreign nationalist ass. He came up here and he wanted the title so long it wasn't even worth debate. It was so long. He wanted so many words in there. Describe, like, no, you set the title and your premise brings out the details. So I get it. But should the Fraternal Order of Police be disbanded? Yes. I knew one. Congratulations. You move on to the next round. But if you think, Pan, that you're going to come up here and say no to the Fraternal Order of Police being disbanded and just show, hold on. Okay, it's playing. Look, like I mean, I dig your graphics. I dig the fact that you capture your opponent's information and throw it in your slides in the next round. You know, as soon, like, I imagine if someone go first in the premise, boom, like they might end up in your premise. This is what he said. I get all of that. I get all of that, bro. I get all of that, bro. But you're here to say we should not disband the Fraternal Order of Police. That's what you're here to say. Now look at him. Hold on. Hold on. Let me share the screen. So I ain't got my two screens on like I usually do. But it's cool. Yeah. Watch this. This us, family. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Coliseum Argument, man. Debate stage, man. Like
this very book right here, and them implementing this best practices. Right.
Now, so I just played about 2 seconds. I heard 4 uhs. That was gruesome. I didn't even know what was gonna happen. I didn't even know that was that. I just said, let me find this nigga section and play what the fuck he was about to say. And this nigga done put out 3 uhs in 2 seconds, man. Come on, man. Care a little bit more.
So the issue that the brother has is really with the state laws. You heard him mention it's a legislative here.
This is what
defended.
I guess he think because he can put his avatar, like
he
rely on that. Okay,
famous for one.
But the information is priceless. Like, I understand trust me, I love a good presentation. I love the people who go through and put make sure they care about the font, transitioning from slide to slide. Sometimes have the words coming down and disappearing, or folding up into a bird and flying the fuck off even. But okay, you got that down pat. Where's your conversation at? Because I want to say, like, real talk. I heard Larell say, yeah, this might be the best debate. No. One thing I'm tired of is Anu saying shit like it's true and it's not. And motherfuckers just shutting the fuck up about it. I like Me Too. But there's no way that I'm just gonna like just campaign for myself to that. Like, no, this is not the best debate on this channel. It's not. That's not even a fucking argument, man. Like real talk, shout out to the league, shout out to what we're doing, but this will not win the championship. I know this won't win the championship. Because for one, my name on one side, and Yaya and Silky, whoever win between them, got to see me. That won't win the championship, but that wouldn't even work. Like, I kind of felt like Silky and Yaya, I don't really know Yaya, so no disrespect, but like real talk, Silky's trash. Like Silky is just, he's an echo chamber baby. He was born in the echo chamber, and he doesn't know how to do nothing but, spew the information that he believes in his heart is true. But when it's compared and put side by side with people, it dissolves on its own. It's like, damn, I didn't even try that, and you died. He tried to compartmentalize the conversation to certain Berbers, certain periods of time, certain areas. And I mean, not only works when no one replies to you, when no one isn't allowed to rebut your information, but once the motherfucker is allowed to rebut the information, you died. Shout out to the judges on that debate. I don't know who won that debate.
Who you are?
I'm still trying to get Yaya style, but yeah, man. But shout out to y'all. Okay, my bad. Let's not get. And that link out there. That's all I'm saying. Your hands ain't tied behind your motherfucking back. That link out there. But let's go through this. Is that how I want it? Because you get to change the frame and shit. All right, man. Make sure. And if y'all ain't watched it, go back and watch it, man. Fire debate. Let's go.
Already know what it do.
I hate them already.
Where ideas don't whisper. Pandemics bringing the heat of police be disbanded.
Look what
Is it a
A1
shield
doing.
of solidarity
Look
or
at the-
wall against accountability?
Look at the
A
proficiency.
necessary
the
union in a
professionalism.
dangerous world,
Listen
or an
to
organization
the
that has
attempt,
outlived its ethical
the
mandate.
passion.
So let's get right into it.
And then we do
That's
this.
enough from me. You know what? And let's give these two. How you feeling today?
That's like
gentlemen?
taking the goddamn MGM introduction. We be like boom, 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 boom. Bam, 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 dun, 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 bam, 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 dun, 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 bam, 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 bam. And then niggas pull out two sock puppets. Hi, my name is Anu. Hi, my name is Pan. We're here to talk. Like, nigga, that was like the grandest, most ultimate introduction to some cheap seats. Respect to the league, Dad. I'm not trying to, okay. All right, okay. Hey fam, what the fuck is you? All right, let's go.
Can you hear me? Am I muted?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. Fired up, ready to go, man.
That'd be crazy, right? That'd be crazy.
Fired up and ready to go,
Are you
man.
muted, fam?
Fired up, I'm ready to go.
Let's get in, baby.
How you feeling, Pam? Let's get a mic check on you. How you feeling?
Check 1, 2. You already know what.
He not taking this shit serious. Shout out to Pan, man. Hey, that motherfucker said, welcome to the stage. The most intellectual, powerful, information collecting, expressing Titan in the world. Check 1, 2. Hey, man. Hey, this nigga is a complete fucking moron, man. All right, let's go. It's like either he don't give a fuck or he's so intelligent. that we are just not even recognizable as serious to him. All right, hold on.
What it do? You hear me?
Damn, brother.
Yo,
He need to calm down, man. Take a couple of shots,
let's
man.
go. We get the Titans are in the building.
All right.
Shout out Titans. Shout
Hey,
out
look at they want
Barney.
to try to hype him up. Who he trying to hype y'all ass up, dog? Like, come on. That nigga say you. Nothing, man. All right, let's eat, dog. Hit the
Shout
like
out to the
button.
Nubians. You know what I'm saying? Naga World Order in the building. Y'all know how we get down. You know what I'm saying?
Man, turn your mic up. Kakarot. Turn your mic up. Kakarot. Turn your mic up. Turn your fucking mic up. Go into the fucking settings on StreamYard. Click the cog wheel. Under the cog wheel, you go to audio. Under audio, you uncheck automatically adjust mic volume. It then gives you an option to turn your mic up, and you turn your mic up to 200 like I just did. We ain't got time to be turning everything in the fucking room down so we can hear your bullshit ass argument. Stand up on your fucking microphone and act like you want to be here. You are not that. This is for real. I don't know what pillow your ass been debating on, but nigga, this ain't that no more. Yes, it's time to grow up. Just a little bit. It won't hurt. Stand up, man. Turn your fucking mic up and talk to the people, fam. What's wrong? You don't want them to hear you? I mean, what you here to do? You don't want them to hear you? This how you sounded talking about some, yeah, not flesh from him, and he got to go lick his wounds.
Night. Y'all know how we do it. You know what I'm saying? 314 St. Louis representative. Mound City stand up. Y'all know how we get down. We finna get it in. We coming with an opening of what we doing.
What I'm going to do first.
He don't even know what he doing. He don't even know what he doing. He don't even know what we doing. All right. Let's go.
Is I am going to go over the official format again and the rules so that way there's no confusion from either of you two or any of the people watching at home. So we'll go over this little video. I hope this plays smoother than the intro song did. It's only about 60 seconds, so let's see if we can get through it.
All right, Warriors. Listen up. Clash of the Titans official debate format. Rule number 1, order of speaking. The affirmative, the side advocating for the resolution, always presents first. Rule number 2, opening statements. Each debater delivers a 3-minute opening address. Rule number 3, argument rounds. There are 2 rounds per participant. Round 1, presentation of their primary case. Round 2, rebuttal of the opponent's arguments and or further development of their own position. Each round lasts 12 minutes. Rule number 4, turn order. The debater who speaks first will also close second in the rebuttal rounds, Q&A period, and final summations. Rule number 5, cross-examination. Each participant has 10 minutes to interrogate their opponent.
I just like this part. Like, I really like that. I like these graphics and the whole breakdown of the rules. My bad.
This time belongs to the questioner. Pauses or hesitations are counted against their allotted time. If progress stalls, the moderator may intervene only to keep the...
I'm just saying, there's rules. That's all I'm saying. There's rules that's played right before each fucking debate. You are a Titan. Being read the Clash of the Titans official debate format. These words mean things. They're just not compiled in these sequences and put into these sentences to make you fucking see colors or smell scents. Like,
exchange moving, not to address the judges or the audience. Rule number 6, closing statements. Following Q&A, each debater is granted 3 minutes for a final summation of their case. May the odds be forever in your favor.
Okay, so pretty much what's going on is you have a 3-minute intro. You have 2 12-minute rounds, and then each of you will have 10 minutes to question the other. The affirmative goes first. It switches for the Q&A, and there you have it. Do you have any questions, gentlemen?
No questions.
None.
Do you have any questions?
Pan, you ain't got no questions with your 10-minute rounds. With your agree to do 2 12-minute rounds coming with a 10-minute round premise, you don't got no questions. Like, hey, can we take this down to 10 minutes? I mean, maybe. Of course, Anu's gonna say no, but hey, you can at least try. There's rules. There's a format. There's a structure. You've been hyped up to be, man, I'm paying this, paying that. Man, I might have heard your name a few times. I've heard your name a few times in the back. You get on and people are happy to see you on that Facebook Messenger call. You don't get treated like Benu or EMAC or any other redundant players. You actually have reverence. Your name holds power. So when I know I'm coming to see a motherfucking Pan versus a new debate, I wake the kids up. It's time for y'all to stay up late. It was popcorn and debate time. I got the missus. I woke my parents up, my grandparents, the family. We get to, this is the Super Bowl. What the fuck?
No, I'm gonna share my screen. Hold on.
You took the affirmative? You took the affirmative?
I said it should be disbanded.
Yeah, I'm for.
I'm saying yes. I was the affirmative. It should be disbanded.
Which was funny. Hey, shout out to Pam for that shit. That shit was funny as fuck. That nigga, cause me not knowing, I'm like, man, don't tell me these niggas came here and both thought they had the affirmative. But Pan knew the fear that was lurking in the room. So yeah, but shout out to him, man. That's a really
I said it should be.
Wait, that's what I said.
Huh?
He gotta be playing games with you, right?
Yeah, he got.
That nigga Pan got off with that shit.
Hey, yo, real quick though. You know, now I'll wait till my intro. Go ahead.
All right. Well,
Pan got that mic. Kakarot, get that mic, fam.
Let me remove. Get that out of here.
Let me know when you're ready.
Okay,
Nah, fam.
hold on before I pull up your screen. And my apologies for not already having this timer ready for you.
Hold on. That's in case motherfuckers think that shit a joke. Hold on.
3-minute timer.
Oh, nobody was like, I ain't
Nah,
see
okay,
this.
no problem.
Oh yeah, you definitely.
Yeah, just pull up on screen.
Okay.
I'm blowing that big ass
Your
guy
screen
red.
is sharing.
Okay, so today, y'all, what we're gonna do is show you where cult and fraternity, where these two lines blur, where they become.
Man, this nigga shared his screen and went right into cult and fraternity. All right.
I'm like, almost a conspiracy, right?
Mhm.
That these things blur together. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna just take a close look first. What is a cult? Right here it says a relatively small group of people, and the police are a relatively small group of people when you compare them to the United States. It says having a belief or practices.
This nigga showed you what a cult was before he showed you what the Fraternal Order of Police was. That's Kakarot. That's a new motherfucker Kakarot. This nigga would try to drag it, a lizard into a dragon, make a mountain out of molehill. This nigga, the debate, should the Fraternal Order of the Police be disbanded? The definition of cult.
Especially relating to religion. In this case, we're not talking about religion unless systematic racism is your religion, right? And we can get into that too. That are regarded by.
I ain't even gonna give him a chance. Go back, check out that open, man. And
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Now we can.
When the title is "Should the Fraternal Order of Police be disbanded?" Guess what you did? You avoided the whole title. You didn't show us what the Fraternal Order of Police was. You didn't tell us what disbanded mean before you told us what cult was. It's like you don't get the pizzazz it takes. You don't get the structure it takes. You don't get the introduction in the introduction round. You somewhere in your premise round talking about cult. That's it. I'm saying these are the niggas that hit the earth and split it in half. Oh, I'm gonna destroy universe. I'm gonna destroy the whole fucking universe. Don't
You hear
worry
me?
about it.
Do you need to share your screen?
Oh, no. I'm just going to say a couple things and then we can get it rocking. I probably won't need the whole 3 minutes either.
Here's another motherfucker don't give a damn if you understand what the debate is about. All right, let's go.
First and foremost, we good? Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can
I'm
hear you.
sorry, when you start, and we can hear you clear.
All right, excellent. First and foremost, salute to the channel, salute to the panel. Thank you for having
That's
me
cool.
over here.
That's cool.
You already know who it is. It's Super Pan Man, wild as a Taliban. Salute to barbarians, all of Barbaronia, the Barbaddies. You feel me? No cut water. Big up on the heavy on the bow game. You feel me? The blood over wine
No
game.
blazing, no
Salute
blazing.
the Nagas. You know what I'm saying? Except this one. You feel me? And one love to all the Pan fans that's been rocking with me across borders. So the brother just mentioned a couple things, you know what I'm saying? Fraternity, you heard him mention a cult, you heard him mention religion even. We're going to touch on a couple of those situations. But the one thing I want everybody to focus on is the organization is made up of individuals. And if the individuals are the problem, they should also be the focus, not necessarily the organization. But we're going to touch on all of that moving forward. We're going to shut the lights out on my brother this afternoon, and may the glory be bloody.
Man, shut the fuck up. Am I tripping? No, real talk. As a debater, as someone who still enjoys the sport, who can recognize when it's not my time to debate and enjoy it as a spectator. What the fuck was that? That was supposed to be an opening round. You shouted out people in attendance. I get it. And then you rebutted. You didn't even rebut. You just brought up what he said. Well, you heard him say a couple of things, and we're going to get into that. Man, it's the opening round. You get points for that. That's a 3 and a 2. We just saw a 3 go against a 1. That was a 3 round that just went against a 1. But I mean, hey.
Have a nice day. Let's get it. Oh, wait. No cut water.
And you have 1:42 left. You yield your time.
Yeah. Let's get it rocket.
Okay. Reset this to 12 minutes.
Smoking. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I just seen that being said. Like, motherfuckers smoking on the set. You pulling off, hitting the blunt all in the mic. Yeah, dog.
New, you have taken the affirmative, and you are going.
Yeah, I'm ready to
first.
share my screen.
Hold on 1 second. And time starts when you
When?
start.
Okay, so again, we're going to talk about this union, the Fraternal Order of
Code of Impunity in the Lost Republic. All right, man.
Police.
Fuck it.
Basically a union
I'm gonna let niggas
that
mad, man.
basically advocates for police. That they the reasons why it was hard to get police cams and things like that. When police kill people and things like that, they're the ones who are getting them off, getting them high-paid lawyers, and doing all these things. When we try to demilitarize the police, so they don't have access to militarized weapons against the people, it's the FOP that fights against that. You know what I'm saying? So Pan got a job of trying to convince y'all that the FOP is some type of good thing. But here you go. We're going to show you that it's really a code of impunity. And this is the Lost Republic. This is classified for conscious minds only.
Okay, yeah, man. He lost me. He lost me. He lost me. What are you doing? What are we talking about? What's the title? Can somebody remind me of the fucking title? Okay.
This is a forensic analysis of the suppression of Black sovereignty. And as you see right here, this is the White League right here, right? And the KKK, and you see they doing a little Masonic handshake brotherhood right here. You see,
and he said he didn't bring up the Mason shit. I didn't bring it up. You made my job easy because you brought it up. No, you clearly brought it up. All right, man. Make sure y'all go back and watch the debate in its completion, please. All I'm saying, yeah, I don't got it in me. I don't got it in me. Let's go to round one. He spent more time on his graphics than his actual information, is all I'm saying. Okay, let's go.
Get that out the way right now. You know what I'm saying? We've been watching the enemies of our race for a while now. I do. Give me 1 second. I just got to move one thing. That was an interesting little discussion homeboy was just having right there. I don't know who he was talking to. He wasn't talking about this conversation, but let's get it rocking.
Time starts when
you don't care.
Oh no, wait! I need you to share this screen. Hold on. Bang. Share screen. My bad, y'all. I thought this was already up.
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Bop.
You didn't give a fuck.
Bop. You got it.
You got more about twerking than the goddamn intro, bowing and shit.
Boom. Let's go. All right. Real quick, is the screen moving? You can see the two screens there?
Yep.
Let's get it. All right, first and foremost, let's deal with how homeboy is framing this. It's definitely not about them being our friends. Let's get that out the way right now. You know what I'm saying? We've been watching
and that's crazy because and no Kakarot come to the front. In your premise, you put a narrative out there that Pan was the friend of the police. By the time we got to the questioning round, nigga, that was your sentiments. That's crazy.
The enemies of our race for a while now and keeping tabs on them.
And Pan, you should have drugged him on that. How did you not drag him on him saying that the police are our friends? And your stance is they're not our friends, they're our enemy.
The way that we've been doing that is them voluntarily giving us ways to keep tabs on them. You feel me? So let's get into it. Bat Pan, let's rock. So the golden age of fraternalism, that's where all of this spookism behind secret societies come, right? So let's get into it. The golden age of fraternalism.
What was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Hold on. What was that slide?
So let's get.
What was this slide? Round one. He got Magneto fucking card showing his stats. And he got pool pitch on the side of that. He got look like Malcolm X and a quote from Malcolm X. Then he got 4 references or examples, like 4 people with some type of information about it. What was that slide for?
Get into it. The golden age of fraternalism, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
is the mindset
Hit
where
the
you
like
see
button, man.
fraternal form. That means it's potential covert power, right? So back in the days, over time, you know what I'm saying, we've had for sure some real and some imagined abuses. But
Like, so real talk, nobody even broke down what was the fraternal order of police. Like, that's blowing the fuck out of me.
by groups using fraternal structures. But even the brother earlier just he gave you a list of fraternal structures that's not negative in a practice in general, right? Talking about college student organizations, etc., right? So due to some of those influences back in the day, you know what I'm saying, collusion, nepotism, hidden influence, and racism, right? Now it's the template for now what moves forward. You know what I'm saying? Any fraternal features, you heard them, it's a cult now. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know what I mean? Like, come on. The lodge structure, the internal hierarchy, the secrecy, the discipline, the policy is a cult now. And it could be another hidden power group like COINTELPRO, right? But we all know groups that's like this. I even have a friend that's in a group called NAGA that people call a, you know, never mind, let's move. So if we want to keep an eye on these guys, we know, right? We can see their records right here. You know what I'm saying? The Order of Odd Fellows, the Knights of Pythias.
What are you doing, Pan? How are you not beating this man over the head with the actual fraternal order of a police, the structure, the accomplishments, the obstacles that they came across when they address things publicly? Like, show us the benefits of having the fucking fraternal order of police. You had a simple job. Come in there, all you had to do was compile what the fraternal order of police is and put it alongside their accomplishments. This is why they should be there. It ain't up you to be a friend or enemy of it. No. This is for you to lay down a solid premise where you show why Anu has lost his mind talking about disbanding these people. Cool. I got some of the arguments like, yeah, okay, if we didn't have them, then what organization will we use to hold them accountable? Or, well, what plan do you have to dismantle them? I get it. No. All you have to do is come straight up the middle. This is the fraternal order of police. These are the things that they accomplish. This is how they keep fucking structure, maintain society, and leave it up to him. I don't think he did that much research to beat that premise.
Improved order of,
and I'll show you why.
Which is an interesting study. I should go check that out, right? But they keep records, you know what I'm saying, back from 1878 here, 1870. You know what I'm saying? The golden age. Back then, they wanted to dress up, they wanted to act a fool, had a little secrets, right? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, they actually are serving people, right? So that's a difficult thing. So are all of the doctors that's Shriners in these hospitals saving 1.5 million children since 1922, you know what I'm saying, actually in a conspiracy to kill people? So during our face-off, the brother mentioned the Masonic fraternity. He also mentioned it here tonight about Masonry and secret handshakes and all that, right? And he mentioned the Masonic Fraternal Order of Police, right? Which he found out in our face-off wasn't real, right? It was a scam made by those people. You know what I mean? And here it is. This is actually him finding it out in real time. I happened to screenshot it because I'm petty. He looked it up right in front of us and found out right in front of us that right there organization is not real. And so the things that people tie to.
Yeah, I don't know what y'all thought y'all can't handle the debate. I mean, shout out to you. Like I said, strength to the judges, the damn thing. But like real talk, y'all on the other side of the bracket from me. Like Silky and Yaya is next. Whoever. All right, let's get to my favorite worst part. The question and answer round.
Timer set to 10 minutes.
Watch this.
Let me know when you're ready.
Time starts when you start, sir.
So man, so like some of the stuff you saying sound like feel good stuff. Because here's the thing, with the historical abuse of the not only the police department and the Department of Justice, but the FOP, the Fraternal Organization of Police, and covering for murderous scumbags that killed all of our freedom fighters and locked all of our people up, people like Martin Luther King, the Black Panther Party. How can you explain how did this? Because the FOP been around since 1915. So were you not surveying the police and the FOP back then because they killed Martin, they killed Malcolm, they killed all of the other leaders, right? And the whatever, however you were surveilling or surveying them, obviously wasn't working then, right? So I'm asking you, explain to us how does the surveillance of these individuals work if they're not taken out of the equation?
Talk about a nigga being scared to ask a question. I ain't never seen a nigga terrified to ask a question. Man, that's a minute and 20 seconds. A minute and 20 seconds after you spend 12-minute rounds. Him spend 12-minute rounds. Whatever y'all thought them openings was, and all of the thinking time in between. And you telling me out the gate, Pan has wasted a minute and 20 seconds of your time, and he ain't had to say shit.
Well, working backwards, the part as far as how much surveillance was happening back in 1915, the technology that we have right now is miles beyond what they had back then. They had no way to be able to cross-reference the things in the speed that we have right now, and to be able to share them across, you know what I'm saying, the world at the same few minutes. For you to be able to have the information that you have right now, you know what I'm saying, you wouldn't even be able to have that back in the day, you know what I'm saying? So of course the surveillance was different and the outcomes were different. As far as what people did with the surveillance that they had, or even would do with what they have, right? It's still 2025. Over the last 10-15 years, people still have not been able to act against those powers that be that have been doing things against our people. So any effort to respond to that will be a good effort to respond to that, but we don't have a mechanism to
Man, what the fuck is you doing? I know. One-fourth of your time is gone, and you ain't even got an answer at this thing. Like this is the question and answer round where it's like, okay.
to disband them.
You agree that even in your own words, even in 2025, those individuals are hard to eliminate out of the equation. So
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the surveillance has changed and it's more sophisticated now.
So let me ask this. So how or when are the revolutionaries are going to apprehend these particular individuals to take them out of the equation? Like how does that look in 2025? Like, are y'all are they building their own jails, or how does that look? Because I don't see any other alternative. Like explain to us how does that look?
Mm-mm.
I'm not even sure if I understand your question, and I'm not even being facetious. How does what look?
So in order, we're when I say we're gonna disband the Fraternal Order of Police, we're taking
Uh-huh.
away the union, right? The white supremacist structure only exists. It can only do what it's doing because the people who are doing the most atrocious crimes are getting impunity and immunity from this particular organization,
Yeah, but
right?
that's not true. That's not true though,
I mean,
because they get off other.
Yeah, nah. I don't get it. I don't get it, God. 4 minutes is gone. Where's the blood? Where the blood you said you knocked out of him? Where's the torn flesh you said? Where? See, you can have the biggest mouth in the fucking world. But the thing about it is you gotta back it up in a structured debate. You got to. You got to. You can get and hype yourself up as much as you want. You can fucking buy your own balloons for your birthday. Do whatever make you feel good. But when you escort it out of the hyper gym and you're led into that Coliseum and them motherfucking gates closed, nigga, you need to not let 4 minutes of your round go past and you ain't did shit. Understood? And then check this shit out.
Dude. Yo, pause the time real quick.
Where's an oath to uphold and
Check
defend the
this shit
Constitution
out.
of the United
Check
States?
this shit out.
Yes.
An oath that requires them to prioritize justice, due process, and the protection of all citizens' rights. When an officer subsequently swears a separate organizational oath to the FOP, which is a private political entity, aggressively lobbies and preserves the power and protect the jobs of its members, often by blocking legislations designed to increase public accountability. At what specific point does the FOP or FOP's oath override the conflict with the seldom constitutional duty by thereby leading an officer to violate their original sworn commitment to the law and the public they serve?
Dude. Yo, pause the time real quick. A1. Can you hear me?
I got 13 seconds. You want to pause the time?
Just pause the time. Clearly, that question was long, and I ain't trying to front. I really want him to at least ask it shorter so I can actually answer it before the time is up. Because I did not. That was a fucking lot,
What you
dude.
doing here,
Hold
Fred?
on,
Go ahead.
you that I created this question specifically.
I'm starting the time back. He got the time he got. I'm not letting you help him.
Look, I told you that this what it was for, cuz. All right. So
All y'all needed was a curly. All y'all needed was a curly. All right.
okay, so at what specific
Let's
I'm
get
not sharing my screen.
Pan
We're
a
just gonna
chance.
ride.
Let's
So
let's get Pan a chance. Let's go. Here we go. This is the great Pan. Pan the man from America to Japan. All right, let's go.
first and foremost, what mechanism do you suggest that we use to disband the federal the FOP?
by force and by incarceration, possibly flogging as well.
Okay. Pan had a straight out direct question. Is showing signs of life. There's a fucking spark of intelligence and that corpse of a fucking helmet you got on. Okay, let's go.
Okay, now who do you see that would be doing the force?
You say who would be doing what?
The force. You said by force, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so who's doing it?
the police.
So wait a minute. So your suggestion is to have the police disband the
Yeah,
FOP?
publicly.
Mm.
Yeah, publicly, right here in front
Yeah.
of us. We all want to watch.
Oh, that's interesting. So what do you have?
Nigga, yeah. The conversation is, and this is what I meant by the title, Pan, that you agreed to. Should the FOP be disbanded? Dismantled? Disbanded? Brought to you tonight by 1800 and La Maritas. Should the FOP be disbanded? Yes. How? It don't matter. But they should. They should not exist in today's time. They're antiquated system. There's no use for it now. We have other different governing bodies that don't allow basically the police to police the police. No. If our tax dollars go to paying the police, that means that there are employees. We can have a direct conversation with them through whichever organization, Pan, you are ready to build. But they have to be disbanded. This isn't really even a conversation.
Have a plan on how you could suggest to do that? Suggest to them to do that?
You said, I mean, hopefully with like chain collars and blunt objects.
Yeah,
Not,
you know, I knew. As bloody and painful as it need to be to make sure this shit don't happen again. Don't you do this shit again. All these crooked motherfuckers that's protecting these crooked motherfuckers, the rightful police officers need to say, listen, we don't need the FOP. All it's doing is protecting the worst of us, and it makes the rest of us look guilty by association because of that thin blue line. And here are the motherfuckers who are the problems, beat and bloodied in the streets. Power to the people. Yeah. Oh man, I would love to have that question around. Yeah. What you gonna do with that, Pan?
not
Act like it's so unbelievable.
too heavy. You know, maybe like some tungsten pipes wrapped in rubber.
Okay, so I just got
Man, he let that nigga go. Yeah, too. Hey, you know, I knew it was for to write a whole book right now, nigga. I could envision it. Yeah, they gonna bring him out. They gonna be shackled. They gonna have fucking brass tubes in their goddamn mouth so they can't fucking scream. They got to bite down, and they're gonna be fucking head half shaved to the goddamn bone. And we're gonna whip them like Jesus with the same shit they whipped Jesus with to take the flesh. Yeah, you're gonna let him talk.
my next question is that pseudo or facts?
And shout out to Pseudo or Facts. Brought to you by Coliseum Arguments in corporation with A1 and Checkmate, the goddess, the greatest host on earth. Okay.
Next question.
Okay, so when I say it's good, first of all, like I said, what I was going to share my screen on was to show the court ruling, the Supreme Court, the state sanctioned Supreme Court ruling, talking about how the police do not have a duty to protect.
Presentation. Yeah, I got you.
So knowing that they don't necessarily have the duty to protect us, we know that their goal, regardless, is not going to necessarily be us, specifically Black people. So why would you think that they would ever change and be moral in any way towards us if their goal was against us from slavery, like you said?
Once again, he formed a question. He kind of bumbled and failed and got up a little bit, but a question came out of that.
Oh, that was a question? You was asking me that?
Yes. Why?
See? Understood. I knew. I understand why you didn't catch the beginning of that question and the end of that question. There was a lot of tripping up.
Why would you think that even if they disbanded, they would behave morally if they came together under slavery?
I don't.
You understand? Would you think they would act morally even if they was disbanded? No, but I'd rather them fucking be disbanded than not. I'd rather them not have the funding of the goddamn state. I'd rather them not have the power over the people. Disband them son of a bitches, and then we could investigate and do all like, to me, none of Pan argument conflicted with not none, because he did go down a couple of veins that was like, okay, but the core, the spine, like, no, I don't know. It was like, I don't know, it was like two rams butting heads, I guess. I don't get it. Matter of fact, hold on. Let me show you. Let me show you why I don't get it. Yeah. Hold on. Let me stop sharing that and share this. Shall we do that?
They burn for revenge. Feature
Why would you define the Moors as an Islamic bodies?
And
Government doesn't mean civilized.
Your subjective ideology of what this utopia
That's a nice
is.
group of words, but that's not applicable to what I that the Moors created.
For future debates, I'll be able to set this timer
All right,
down
here
in
we
the
go.
corner while
Yeah,
screen
this is my
shares.
question
So
around
all
to
the other debates will
Anu.
have this. I just figured it out while y'all were going back and forth. Okay, time starts when you start, Swab.
Yes, thank you, brother. Brother Laurel, can you name me a civilization that the Moors created? Simple, straight up, motherfucker. We knew what the debate was about. I had time to prepare for the debate. I've listened to your opening. I've given an opening. I've listened to your premise. I've given a premise. I've listened to your rebuttal. I've given a fucking rebuttal. By the time we get to the questioning open round, please have a motherfucking question. Let me see, what was Anu's first question? Hold on, let me see. Let me do some justice.
Who shares slides? I'm tripping. This question and answer. I'm tripping.
Yeah, this question and answer. No slides.
Oh, my bad. I done
You
removed him
slide
from
back
the
to the
stage.
camera. All right.
Okay, let me remove my-
So again, okay. So here's the thing. You keep saying that they didn't have nothing that nobody respects. So can you explain to me
God damn,
why
us.
do they still have Moorish language floating around in
Hey, I knew, man. Let's count how many that was. Let's go.
why saying that all right.
Count the
Oh, my bad. I done removed him
Slide
from the
back to the camera. All right.
Okay,
So
let me remove my-
One
so again,
two,
okay, so here's the thing. You keep saying that
three,
they didn't have
Four.
nothing that nobody respects. So
five,
can you explain to me
6,
why do they still have Moorish language
7,
floating around
8,
in
9,
Spanish if they don't have nothing that anybody want or
10,
they
11.
didn't have any influence on anybody? Why is there still Moorish? You can still detect Moorish language all throughout Spanish.
12. Well, first of all, I didn't say nothing that nobody. 12. Goddamn us. That has got to be a fucking record. The Real You has made it to the books, and he has hit the link. Shout out to him, one of the motherfucking heaviest hitting Titans in the world, man. What's good, guy? I know Cockarat is in the building. What's going on, family? You want to explain that 12 us? I can't hear you if you're saying something.
What we doing, cuz? What we doing?
Man, I'm asking you why the fuck do you got 12 us in your first fucking question in the question and answer round?
What debate is that?
This is me and your debate. The debate that me and you had on the exhibition. Talking about, did the Moors civilize the world?
man. The topic Moors. You gonna hear Moors a lot.
You got to get up on your mic. You breaking up, God.
I said the topic was Moors. You gonna hear Moors.
Oh, you on the move, man. Your shit ain't breaking up. All I heard was the topic is Morris, and then you cut out.
Yeah, that's why I said the topic is Moors. Like, so you gonna hear Moors a lot.
But what was your question, fam? That's what I'm saying. Like, this is the question and answer round. I'm comparing this to what I saw between you and Penn, right? And I went to my segment, like, of course, let me put myself on the back. This is exactly what you. But I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me see what the real question was to me, his initial question to me. And we go back, and one thing I know is like, it was 12 us. Like, this is a debate that you set up, prepared for, compiled the information, did 2 12-minute rounds, listened to 2 12-minute rounds, and now here you are in the question and answer round talking about That's final material.
What you mean?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, nah. Shout out to you, but nah, that's not gonna do it, God. That's not gonna do it, God. That's not gonna do it, God. There's no fucking way I'm gonna let anything, shape, form, or fashion in this particular fucking style not let me win that championship. So I'm new to y'all debating styles and what y'all doing and how y'all carry y'all arguments or whatever, but there's a lot of gas around here. There's a lot of fucking gas around here. Like, but when we in that ring, this is not the same relationship. It can't be. It can't be. So yeah, I'm not taking you serious. I'm not taking Penn serious. I really think y'all not taking it serious. This is not the level of debating that I know is going to win the championship in the Coliseum of arguments, where $500 is the fucking prize. No. I knew. Shout out to him. He did hit the link. He definitely hit the link, but I think he traveling right now and his internet is breaking up. But definitely he'll be back to cut my head off. But yeah, no. Okay, so there was 12 us in his first fucking. Let's do it again, because I think that's what made him hit the link. Let's make him hit that motherfucking link again. Hold on.
Floating around. Yeah, no slides.
Oh, my bad. I
You
removed him
slide
from
back to the
stage.
camera. All right.
Hey,
So
let me remove myself.
1,
so again,
2,
okay, so here's the thing. You keep saying that
3,
they didn't have
4,
nothing that nobody respects. So
5,
can you explain to me
6.
why do they still have Moorish
7,
language floating around in
9,
Spanish if they don't have nothing that anybody want
10.
or didn't have any influence on anybody? Why is there still Moorish? You can still detect Moorish language all throughout
11.
Spanish.
Well, first of all, it didn't say nothing that nobody respected. The Moorish civilization is respected. I said that impressed people. So yeah, they actually did
Now I'm
exist.
gonna go on to the next question. So I like what you just said. You said Moorish civilization. Can
Okay.
you repeat that again for us?
The Moorish civilization. Okay.
What's the
I don't know why he had that same energy with Pan. I guess I don't know. He said they was cool. But yeah, okay. Be cool. And let me get that 500 up out your ass. All right. Let me go to my part.
and
Government doesn't mean.
I asked you for an example. Can you provide for
No, you asked me, could I give you an example? I said yes.
If they bring it up, you did.
Black Power.
I'm tripping. Y'all can't even hear me because I'm not up here. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Oh damn! I don't even got
This is
the
actually
fucking.
nice. So I'm
My
actually
bad.
up on the stage, but you can't see me. I created this
It's the
custom
way you can
layout so
put
I
the
can pop the
comments
timer
up
out.
there.
That's hard, man. You always figure it out. Let's get
Yeah,
it.
in the
12
middle,
minutes,
in the
man.
middle of y'all round, I got it right. Okay, and
Here,
I'm actually going. I think for future debates, I'll be able
I'm
to set this
tripping. My
timer
bad,
down in the
chat.
corner while your screen is still sharing. So all the other debates will have this. I just figured it out while y'all were going back and forth. Okay, time starts when you start, Swab.
Yes. Thank you, brother. Brother Laurel, can you name me a civilization that the Moors created?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead, give it a try.
Well, you asked me and I said yeah.
And I'm asking you to give it a try. Name a civilization that the Moors created. Please don't down the first question.
Mauritania.
Wait.
And that's how you kill a nigga on the first question. That's how you make someone pull their own knife out in the middle of the Coliseum and disbowel themselves in front of all of the spectators to the point where the lions are shocked. Like, what the fuck just happened?
What?
Mauritania, the land that they live on.
Okay. Wait. When was Mauritania established?
I have no idea.
None, right?
Nope.
Okay. You ever heard of the Damat Kingdom?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, those was the people in my premise that I showed that occupied the land that you know now. Hold on, brother. Wait. Excuse me. I'm setting up my question because you were ignorant of those people, and I'm letting you know those were the people that I showed that occupied the space that Mauritania occupies, that had a great civilization, an empire, civilization, empire. Now, the Berbers and your Moorish people come up out of a people that migrated to there, right? So show me a civilization that the Moors created.
I already answered that one.
Mauritania.
That's the same
So
question.
you think the Moors established Mauritania? How do you define Moor?
The Muslim inhabitants of North Africa, Iberian Peninsula.
Was Mauritania originally Islamic?
No.
So why would you define the Moors as an Islamic group of people, but say that Mauritania was founded by the Islamic group of people known as the Moors, brother? Do you know that you just fucking died?
I don't even know what the answer. Like, what are you
I know, because that's what death feels like. Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, did the Moors civilize Nubia?
No, that's not secular. No,
Did the Moors civilize Ghana?
Listen.
Not secular. No.
Listen.
Did the Moors civilize Egypt?
No, that's not secular. You already asked me.
Did the Moors know about Ghana?
Possibly.
Did the Moors know about Egypt?
Yeah.
Did the Moors know about Nigeria?
Possibly.
And did they civilize those three places? No. You just said it.
Yeah. Yes. That's how you kill someone. I got 7 minutes and 19 seconds left. These niggas literally was at like 6 minutes and express shit. The question and answering round is not a time to like, brother, that's not what this is for. I have an understanding of your argument. By the time I get to the question and open the round, I have an understanding on your argument, and I'm ready to rip you to shreds. This is not the time where I get familiar with your argument, for you to get familiar with mine. This is not the time to take 2 minutes to ask a question. Yeah. This is when you say, oh, I got you. I see where you failed at in your premise. I see where you failed at in your rebuttal. I see what you didn't understand. And this isn't like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. And y'all think I'm gonna let you live?
You think I'm gonna let you live? My name is in that bracket. My name is in that bracket. I could prove it. Whoever is given a decision between the judges, between Silky and Yaya, I get to debate them. I get blessed with the opportunity to grace this platform in the intellectual athletic competition against either Silky or Yaya, who are complete bums intellectually. Probably rich in real life, you know, but yeah. Yeah. There's a shadow. Yeah. There's a shadow. It's not dark. That's a shadow you're seeing. And you're gonna have to address that motherfucker, fair. Yeah, I'm here. All right, hold on, let me go. You just said it before I asked you. Yeah. Wow, you're the boss, you're the head. Okay, all right. Well, let's see if two more pop up. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you this. What today do you utilize from the Moorish culture? In the conversation of the Moors civilized the world, what today do you utilize from the Moorish culture?
Toothpaste.
I'm going home. I'm taking my ball and I'm going the fuck home. There's no way this nigga just said Colgate. Quest. Motherfucker arm him and get that nasty ass toothpaste. This nigga, hold on. Hold on. This nigga said, this the tube I'm using right now. That's almost it. And this is what I use. Crest 3D White Advanced Alcohol. It's another one. Full. And this is the one I'm on now. So I'll probably be opening these like the day after tomorrow or something like that. Whatever. This nigga said Moore's toothpaste, my nigga. I'm gonna ask you to remove yourself from the congregation. Sorry. I have to. My bad. Toothpaste. Could you point me to a Moorish toothpaste today?
Oh man, I don't live in Morocco.
Oh, so Moorish toothpaste only civilized Morocco, not the world?
So you're asking me if Moorish toothpaste civilized somebody? That's crazy. What?
That's the example you gave me. I said, man, what's up? I said, what type of toothpaste you use? That nigga said Moorish toothpaste. This nigga brushed his teeth with the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. This nigga toothpaste says black people are dead by law. This nigga said Moorish toothpaste.
No, Moorish toothpaste.
Why isn't there any Moorish toothpaste in America if they civilize the world?
Because world doesn't have one definition, brother, and I showed you that.
Okay, do Moors predate Islam?
Do Moors predate Islam? No, Moors is an exonym. I showed you that. Also showed you that in my presentation. That it's a European word. It's an exonym.
And guess what I showed you in my presentation? That Procopius, hold on, brother, this is my question. This is my question. If Procopius, this is my question, and you cut my question off. If Procopius of Caesarea,
I don't know who that is.
Understood. You don't know a lot of stuff, but the fact is, I showed it in my premise.
Yeah,
so if hold on, brother, I'm asking my question, and you cut me off. If Procopius of Caesarea stated in his, y'all don't feel that intensity. Like real talk, y'all don't feel that.
Y'all don't feel that poise? Anu versus Suave. Suave versus Anu. Like this is a positioning. And then you go back to that question and answer round, and them motherfuckers in there 4 minutes in and ain't did shit. That's gonna win the championship? No. Sorry, it's not. It's not. It's just not. Let me see. We'll watch a little bit more of this. This book, History of Wars, Volume 4, Chapter 8, Chapter 13. But desert land extended to a great distance, and that beyond there were men, not black skin like the Moors. This, sir, predates Islam.
That Europe was.
Hey, shout out to Team Naga, man. It's time to get a new leader, bro. Wait, so no civilization before Islam? So no civilization. So were there civilizations before Moors?
Yeah.
What did Moors bring to the table uniquely that wasn't introduced by an already existing civilization? Go.
Science.
So no
algebra.
So hold on. Oh, wait. So no civilization before Islam. So no civilization before Islam, before 7-11. Yeah, you said that shit. You said science. I'm finna grab you by your motherfucking throat, slam you against this motherfucking wall. Nobody has science before Islam, before Moors. Yes, that's just not true. That's not true. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm gonna fall back. Cause what I'm hey, I'll see you in the finals. I don't give a fuck. Hold on, let me find that bracket. I had that bracket. I took a screenshot of that bracket. Hold on. I took a screenshot of it. Man. Man. All I know is whoever won between Yaya and motherfucking Silky, I have to face next time. Oh, you know what? I probably got it in the StreamYard shit. Hold on. Ooh, I got the keys to the Rover truck. Let me see. Is it up there? The bracket. Oh, we got sound effects. Hold on. We got sound effects on this motherfucker. Okay, my bad. Hold on. Let me see.
These are not just speakers. These are thinkers, forged in fire. Warriors of words stepping into destiny. Welcome to the Coliseum of Arguments, where logic clashes with conviction and ideas spill like blood in the sand. 16 titans, 16 minds, one path to immortality. They come seeking truth, they fight for redemption, they burn for revenge. Featuring the intellectual elite of the Titans Debate League. Every round a new war, every word a new weapon. Every titan ready to fall or rise in glory. This is not debate, this is combat. Step into the Coliseum of Arguments. Only the brave speak here. Are you not entertained?
Yeah. Woo. What? Woo. Yo. Woo. Hear the sounds of the trumpets. Stop the rounds in the gauntlet. Get down and lay down when we stomping. It's the clash of the Titans. Hear the sounds of In a dimension where infinity gauntlet is a mere.
Hey man, do that, man.
Right?
Hit the like button and send a cash out. I knew Kakarot back in the building. This motherfucking Wi-Fi is on point and his mic is on 1,000. What's good, God? Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's popping?
Yeah, man. You up here postulizing and shit, man. What's good, man?
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, man. I if I can get word through the ethers and shit, you out here postulizing and stuff, cause like that's you can't be postulizing after our debate and stuff. Man, what is you doing, man?
I don't know what postulizing means.
Postulizing. You postulizing.
Let me look it up, man, because you're not even saying that word right, man. Let me look it up. I gotta Google that shit, Dad. You won.
Prostrationalizing.
Prostrationalizing. Dead, nah, man. Hold on. What? Okay, my bad.
Post debating and shit, man. What are you doing, man?
Man, dog. I'm just recognizing the real, man. All I'm saying is that, like real talk. Okay, there's a thing going on. I don't know if you know about it, but there's a thing going on YouTube on a certain channel, Coliseum Arguments. You're part of it. It's called The Gauntlet, right? Where people have signed up to be Titans, competing the Coliseum intellectually, and like there's like a $50 prize every debate, and there's like a $500 prize at the end of this. Yeah,
right. My money. You talking about my money?
Ooh, that almost pissed me off. When you claimed that like that, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That's the first time you got under my skin. No.
So you gotta speak it out to the ethers and the universe and bring it back to you. That's my buddy.
Yeah, I ain't going, man.
You seen me beat up Pan last night. You seen me beat up Pan, and he was one of the most dangerous debaters on the bracket.
And that's kind of what I'm mad about. Bro, I really think that's what I'm mad about, bro.
There's no competition, bro. Look, at this point, cuz look, at this point, man, it's just like, I didn't even want to do this to you guys. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have to. You see what I'm saying? And whoever on the docket next, man, I pray for him. Pray for him, because me and Pam was friends. Y'all heard how nice that debate was. We friends.
Yeah.
But the next person, God forbid you are not my friend. God forbid. Because I am gonna dig in that chest. Yes, sir.
I'm not mad. And that's what I'm trying to see. That's what the hell I'm trying to see. But what? Okay, there you go. Yeah. Speaking about who's next, let me take the comments out because it's kind of blocking it. But yeah, and hold on, go back to the comments.
Yeah, baby. That's
okay.
Right.
So like I said,
whoever it's gonna be me and Honey in the end. Watch. It's gonna be me and Honey in the end. In the end, it's gonna be me and Honey.
I don't know why you would think you would make it to the end.
I'm making a prediction now. It's gonna be me and Honey in the end.
Hey, listen, brother. All I'm saying is,
did Chris Harris get knocked out?
Yeah, man. I think he got a technical expulsion, or he quit, or some spiritual happened. I can't understand it.
That's cool. Well, I mean, since it's just gonna be me and Honey in the end, because
I can't understand it.
Competition. Zion's emotional. He's easily knocked out by Trigger.
Zion gone. He ain't back. Zion gone.
Like he's out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. It's gonna be me and Honey in the end, man. Himmy ain't no. Himmy easy. He throw out so many fallacies. Like oh my God, this is gonna be a fallacy picnic.
Hold on, is Himmy Apollo Bay? Oh no, Himmy. Okay, I see Himmy at the time. Okay, yeah.
Apollo Bay still in there. He another easy one. He easily triggered. He's emotional. He's easily triggered. You know
so Himmy waiting on you and Pan debate. Okay. Himmy waiting on you and Pan debate. I ain't see him up there, but I did look at it the other day, last week, and I saw because we had a debate. I saw he was across from me. Okay, So, hey fam, Emmanuel, Apollo,
Right. It could be me and Emmanuel.
and Hemi.
Or Hemi. It could be me and Hemi. It could be me and Hemi. Yup, me and Hemi. Hold on, how I got all the hard hit niggas on my side?
All I'm saying is recognize what shit is meant to be.
I'm looking at this shit like, hold on, man. Like, hold on, cuz. Like, what's going on, bro? like it's all, it's
Hey, all I'm saying, like,
Chris Harris and Demons, nigga, fucking Hemi like shit. Like, they got Yaya and Silky over there. You know how easy that is.
hold on, let me be politically correct. Silky and Yaya ain't nothing to play with on the debate side. Now they are not lightweights. They bring a lot of information.
Yaya, I'm always go with the Yaya, but I'm saying I don't know, like what didn't they get did they have a debate already, or was that just a face off?
Yeah, they had that debate. Hold on, let me find it. Let's go over that question and answer round. And now that I got your ass up there, let's go over the, what the fuck am I thinking? Silky and Yaya, yes. Let's go over that motherfucking question and answer round. Hey, talk about content. Shit. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Be patient with me. The neighbors are arguing. Hold on, man. I wish y'all hit that link like y'all hit that Facebook link, like, man. Like, come on, because we really, fam, y'all need to get up here. Okay, Silky was Yaya. That was a minute, hour and 42 seconds. Okay, hold on. First of all, I swear.
I want my time back.
Yeah. Hey, look, you owe me 30 minutes and you owe me 30 minutes, nigga. I don't know. How you gonna pay it?
Man, I want my shit back, man. Like that. I mean, I didn't hear that fucking shit so many times. I'm just like, man, god damn.
Silky.
This next one gonna be a banger, because if me and him finna go at it, nigga, I'm gonna hit him in his fucking gut. I'm gonna gut check, buddy.
Yeah, that bracket real.
You better not do nothing religious. Anything religious, I'm gonna dig off in his chest. Cause I'm omnious, nigga. I ain't restricted to no book.
All right, I think this is it.
The root is found with Berbers, not Bantu.
Okay, so
Are you not entertained?
And back to you, gentlemen. Yaya, are you ready for the question and answer round?
yeah, we can do it.
Okay, and time starts when you start.
All right. My question is, why you wasn't on topic, Silky B?
I thought I was talking about haplogroups. AOO. I gave you the root of AOO. I gave you the root of all lineages.
But there wasn't
You're
a
welcome.
topic. There wasn't a topic of discussion though.
The root of all, I gave you the root of everything. I gave you the root.
The topic of discussion was, right, do the Berbers predate the Bantu haplogroup 800? Did you show the Berber predate the Bantu?
The root is found with Berbers, not Bantu.
Okay, so you didn't show it. So you didn't show that.
I didn't show that. That Berbers have AO. That's a basal lineage. Yeah, boy.
I told you already that you did it, but I mean, if you think you was on topic, but
Man, yeah, man, that's disgusting.
Pause it right here, cuz.
I did.
We gonna like, this is a question and answer round, bro. You know what I'm saying? And it's like y'all having a discussion during the question and answer round. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, don't you know how pivotal the question and answer round is? Like, you don't want to waste the question and answer round. Like, dude, sometimes the question and answer round could be more powerful than the damn debate itself. Like, you cannot downplay the question and answer round, bro. And it's like y'all talking and just yapping and stuff through it. You supposed to be nailing Buddy to the wall. You know what I'm saying? Nailing them to the wall. Like, you supposed to be putting them in the wall.
I'm telling you, it's like, okay, because to me, because we in the Coliseum, right, and I'm fully fucking engulfed in this shit. The opening round is when you come out and you yell at the crowd. You just got let out the Hyper Gym. They closed the gates. You clanking your weapons together. You're yelling at the crowd. You cut yourself across the chest. That's to show them nothing can stop you. That's the opening round. The premise round is when you it's like an obstacle course. You're across from each other, but you got to shoot your arrows. Boom, boom. You got to nail your arrows. Boom, boom. And then they get the chance to do their arrow stage. And then the next stage, the rebuttal, you come back and you grabbing your axes and you throwing them, bitch. Walk
right. You blocking the arrows. Them arrows that got shot, you blocking shit now. You blocking shit.
The question and answer round, yes. The question and answer round is when all that is removed and y'all face to face, and it's time for you to slang.
Mano y mano. No presentations. You know what I'm saying? No notes. Just whatever.
I need I heard all I need to know, nigga. I get your conversation, I get your argument, and I'm here to tell you you're gonna die. You know, the arrows did what damage they was, my axes did what damage they was, and I'm here to solidify my work. Yeah, Dad. I don't like, come on, man. Yeah, you right. It's gonna be you and Honey in the motherfucker. Because ain't no motherfucking way in hell it's gonna be you or Silky or motherfucking hell no.
I'm like, nigga, if me and Silky y'all gonna be like, God damn, that was horrible. Like, that was so one-sided. Man.
And I do gotta speak to that. That bracket do look crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. That western side is full of unfortunate events.
Yeah, yes, it is. Like the bracket need to be reshuffled or something. Like it need to be
hey, it look like the east side. But I'm telling you, and I told people this for years, it's more to debating than debating. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you get kicked out the league,
last night was a really good example of that shit. Because, I don't know.
I mean in this sense. I want to hear your sense, but I'm saying in this. If you get kicked out the league in the post-debate show, guess what? You lost. And it had nothing to do with the 12-minute rounds. And then it's more to debating in a league than just being on that clock. So what happened with Zion? What happened with Taz? Unfortunate events that cleared the way for people like Honey and me and Yaya and Silky. It did. Now, y'all got the more, I guess, level-headed people. Like nobody
that is not fair. I want these wins, man.
Everything happened for a reason, you know that. The universe is on a fixed pattern. You just got to recognize your role in the movie that was pre-written before your existence and make sure you play out the narrative that makes you the victor. And right now,
somebody got to win it all, bro. So I'm trying to take it home.
Oh.
Check Meg need a new pair of shoes.
See, and when that's your fucking driving force, that's some shit to reckon with. My girl needs some shoes. Yeah, I'm like, I need $500. I just need $500.
No, they need a new pair of shoes.
I got 4 feet to put shoes on. But I guarantee you this.
Now that sounds like a real lavish night out at a resort hotel. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's all that is. That ain't nothing special. You know what I'm saying? But pocket change. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that $500 is life changing. I'm gonna change my family legacy around with that $500, fam.
$500 ain't nothing to a baller on the budget, nigga.
Man, that $500 gonna rewrite my goddamn
man, we
family
gonna dig that bitch out, man.
Okay, come on, let's get
ramen noodles on Monday. We eating Vienna sausages on Tuesday.
Hey, $100 worth of Vienna sausages is still $100.
You just gotta chop up them green peppers and onions and them shit.
That's what I'm saying. By the time you boil your eggs and add them to your noodles, you put the cilantro and the chives, and you got the yum sauce and the goddamn oyster sauce.
Hold on. We got to speak on that part right there, right? Because if you making ramen noodles and you not putting cilantro in it, in fact, you need your ass whooped. You need your ass whooped. Stop being a goddamn.
And niggas ain't seen a bowl of noodles till you seen that motherfucker with two boiled eggs in the cilantro, probably some fresh cut onions, some motherfucking goddamn yum sauce, some soy sauce, some oyster sauce.
And that's if you need it. That's if you need it. That's if you need sauce. You know what I'm saying?
And don't get and listen, don't splurge and go to the international market where you get the off-brand original Japanese noodle packages that's a little thick and a little heavy.
A little fish sauce and a little fake vegetables in it. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
They don't know what they talking about, man. That's that gourmet. That's that next level, bro.
You got to get cultured.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. It's like people be trying to run from it. Like, oh, it's not good for you. You know what ain't good? You know what else ain't good for you? Drinking water out the sink. That ain't good for you either. But guess what? Sometimes you got to bite the bullet. You know what I'm saying?
Man, Ruben hit that link, man. Ruben hit that link. It's out there. It's in the Facebook, and I put it in the stream. All right, let's see a little bit more of
like that. Yeah, he play because these niggas.
But everybody else, he wasn't. So you tell me, right?
Because I killed all the tribes.
So where at in your source? Where at in your source that it says that the Berbers predated the Wild Hopper Group 800 of the Bantu?
It's
pull up on your screen.
Okay, you want me to pull up on my screen? Hold on. Hey, just look up 80 Habo Group.
Okay, so nowhere in your sources said that.
Like real talk, when I see this format, and no disrespect to the brothers, but it's like y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all don't even have a grasp of the information to form.
I know what they trying to talk about.
Yeah, like y'all don't even got a grasp of the information to even ask a bone breaking question.
Bro, my fucking stomach hurt laughing at these niggas, bro. Like, what the fuck, man? Like,
this the after show. Y'all niggas is chilling, dog. Y'all niggas really chilling, dog. This nigga just sat up here and said he showed you the original gene from all humans. And you talking about some goddamn.
And then the nigga crazy keeps saying AO haplogroup, nigga. AO come from the AOO. It come from that shit. It's Johnny come lately, and he keep on talking about it like I'm just like, man, this is just mind numbing, man. And they say this shit in his information.
I don't know. I'm trying to brace myself for what's possible to come because I'm not really. I know I watched the debate, but I didn't like. I watched you and Pan debate twice. I watched me and your debate like 3-4 times. Me and King Naga debate 3-4 times. I'm not too familiar with what happened here, but I know.
Out of nowhere that Berbers had 80. None to my presentation. You didn't see that not once. Oh man, nasty one. Y'all are fighting with genetics, which is crazy, bro. None of this is wrong. These are straight genetics, no history.
They killing you in the chat.
Yeah, I know they mad. They mad because they work nasty. I know.
You off it, man. You off
okay.
All right. I mean, this is my first time using slides in the debate. Real tough.
Yeah, man. Next question, man.
Please. This nigga said this is my first time using slides.
Any source,
bro, like he having a whole conversation.
Any source that you have on your screen.
Wow.
It's 7 minutes left.
Like the talk to your question and answer round is just wild as shit.
I know A1 like, man, what the fuck? A1 probably making graphics and shit.
Your time's supposed to stop after you ask the question, but if you still talking after you answer the question, your time just keep ticking.
Hold on, wait, because that's new to me. So you telling me you got 10 minutes, but it's only for when you're asking the question?
I thought that's why it was, but I guess it might not be.
No. They them answering the question is involved in that 10 minutes. Yeah, that clock don't stop.
Like I say, I don't know if that's how it is, but I'm just saying it. To me, it makes intuitive sense where I can ask you a question and then like the time ticks only when I'm talking.
And that's hard.
The time ticks when I'm talking, not when you talk.
Yep. You get a 10-minute clock and they get a minute clock. So you get to ask your questions and then they get a minute to answer.
Yeah, and you know what? Honestly, this just me again. This ain't. I'm not saying like part of the structure.
Understood.
Or that we even got to change anything because I like the way shit going. But
one
thing that I would tweak is how long a person has to answer the question. I wouldn't get no motherfucking minute. That's a long time to give a person.
Minute is a long time.
That's a long time to give somebody to Google, like especially they got a real high connection. You know what I'm saying? They got a good connection.
Hey, that shit pop right up. Yeah.
It don't take them but a hot second to.
Actually, the Cosby Show. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and God forbid they got that little whisper app thing where it is listening and it'll answer the question for you. I mean, like it's some shit out here. So that's why I'm like, you give a motherfucker a minute to answer the question, nigga. They can go. You know how much shit you can Google in a minute? Huh? Nah, nigga, you got 10 seconds
to start replying. You got 10 seconds. You got 5 seconds to start replying, and you got 30 seconds to wrap that shit up.
Right. So I'm like, an answer to one of these questions shouldn't take you no more than 30 seconds to answer. You know what I'm saying? Like we ought to be able to like rapid fire. Like we ought to be able to go through 20, 30 questions. 20, 30 questions.
That's a lot. 20, 30 questions is a lot, bro. Not if
you firing the motherfuckers off and he giving you feedback. Like, so blase. He like blase.
Man, you gonna have to answer that shit like, did they do this? No. Did they do that? Yeah. Is this true? No.
This morning. Remember what me and Pam was doing when we was going back and forth about the FOP? Like that. That's a real question to answer was rapid fire, back and forth. Where it ain't like a motherfucker like get time to like just sit here and just got them. Well, I mean, but then again, you could stop that nigga whenever you want. Like if you feel like you got the answer out of him that you wanted, you can stop him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me, I know that. The dish got it brown. 10 minutes. The dish got.
That's why I just let Payne. Look, I literally in that debate, I literally structured my questions to be long as fuck. You know what I'm saying? On purpose.
And that's what, not to take away from what we're doing right now, but that's where I throw a fucking axe at you. Like, what are you doing? You know this round is to start yanking meat off this nigga bones.
Because okay, so here's the thing. So with Pan, right, the difference with me asking Pan questions is Pan can actually answer the questions. Even if he not answering the questions correctly, he can still answer the question with enough logic where it sounds right. Right? So the last thing I want to do is just give this nigga the fucking floor to just talk. I don't want to just give this nigga the floor to just talk. You know what I'm saying? So I structured my questions to be long, and when I said them, I made sure I spoke them bitches slow too. You see what I'm saying? On purpose. All of that was meticulously planned out. My bad, cuz. Did you say something? I ain't hear nothing.
Right, check. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Okay, bet. So what I was saying was, you didn't take that approach with me. So taking myself out of myself and just being a spectator. What made you take a different approach? What perception of Suave did you have? Like, it was like, I know, like if people know the story, this is our first time debating. This is probably our first time seeing each other debate. And it's like, I don't come with that shadow that Pan comes with, where it's like, oh, you know. So it's like, yeah, I get the sentiments, but you know what that round is about. And that's what you practice with me.
Okay,
And
so I can answer this one. So the difference was the topic, right? With Pan topic, I really had to be precise about exactly what the fuck I was talking about, or else I would get boxed in. With your debate, on the other hand, it was about Moors, something that I about than almost any other subject, right? And I can just sit. I don't need a presentation to talk about it. You see what I'm saying? I could literally just sit here and just, you know, right off the top of my head, off the hip, and just fire at that. So it's like I could literally just sit here and just question you about Moorish stuff for hours. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in that paradigm. So it was like I was more comfortable. I was way more comfortable with questioning you about it, about more than I was questioning Pan about.
Understood. But even the technique, right? Because based off of what you just said, like, you're avoiding trying to get boxed in with Pan versus me. You created
now that I know you create your style of debating. I would probably do you the same way that I do Pan. I would structure my questions to be longer and have more nuances in it. I have to actually slow you.
But I really feel the way that you approached our debate was more proficient. Like, you created a box of your own and said, I'm putting myself in the box. And guess what? This box is impenetrable. I said, this group of people at this time on this land, all that other shit is irrelevant. With Pan, you're saying, I have to keep this wide. I have to keep this whole coast open because I don't know whether I got to go east, west, you know, jump into the sky 2 goddamn miles or whatever, dig up underground.
I mean, you see what the fuck Pan did, man. You see what he did in his first round, bro. Yeah. Like that old unorthodox ass fucking angle he came with, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that was, I ain't gonna lie, cause like I sat around and thought about 1,000 different ways to attack that premise, and I never came up with that particular stance. And I'm just like, nigga, why didn't I think about that?
You know why? Because I think you recognize, like I saw it. That's conceding. For you to say, we should disband the FOP, and for him to come and say, yeah, they're a group of, like, he agrees with your whole premise until should we disband them? No, and then his no only comes on the back of we should organize to do what though? You know, it just, so I could see why you didn't try to pick that, because you're trying to come, you're probably thinking about coming right up the middle like me. Like, listen, the FOP is necessary. They're here. They keep the police in check. Every time the people needed to handle something with the police, the FOP was the agency that
that voiced our opinions and got that shit put on a even playing field. Like you're trying to envelop this usefulness for the FOP. So they're like me, I'm not finna come up there and say, I'm not gonna agree with you and say the FOP is bad. He's agreeing with you saying the FOP is bad, but we shouldn't dismantle it.
Yeah, that was a little, you know. I mean, like to some people that don't mean much, but I mean, like to me, that's
that's your side of the argument.
I agree with you at all.
Yeah, and I can say as much as possible, because if you do, sure, but as long as it doesn't conflict or concede to the debate topic. So that's just what I felt. But even like in your first question to me, right? Like you basically asked me after 12 hours, but you asked me, well, why is certain verbiage still used in Spanish speaking, Italian speaking countries, stuff like that, basically. And I gave an answer, and you said, I like what you said there. It didn't matter what I said there. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, whatever he's finna say, I'm finna turn that shit into a sword and stab him with it. So it was like, I like that approach. I like that very close approach where it's like, yeah, I know what you think that sentence meant, but this is what it means. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm gonna do with it. Yeah, like I got that. But you're more experienced with Pan than I am, and I just have my style of debating. So to do that far back, but I know when you can just come in there and rip a motherfucker to shreds, which is what you're supposed to be doing in the question and answer round, to do that. So it was a very patient, very, I don't know, I just didn't feel that like me and the pressure we put on each other in that question and answer round, it wasn't that. It was and I do take in the fact that y'all have a history and y'all was cool, because that do mean something. You know what I'm saying? It meant something to me at a point in time. So it's like, but now once we get into the ring, for one, especially if I'm going against somebody that I'm cool with, it's going to be a conversation that we don't mind. It's nothing we got to protect. It's nothing that we have to protect. I'm finna try to tell your shit now, and you go.
That's what I'm saying. I love that. That's a real fight. Like it's some shit we could debate something. Neither one of us really gotta. You ain't got no heart in it. Like you ain't got nothing to invest in. You feel what I'm saying? Those are the debates that you want to do, because you could really like dig into it and really, put your fucking finger in the wound.
Who's worse, serial killers or kidnappers? I don't got to defend neither one of these. I'm
right.
What I'm saying, I'm finna dismantle you, and then that's just it. That's just it. And that's just what I'm used to, and that's what I know the championship's gonna look like. Like this, like in it the bracket looks. Oh, this debate happened and this debate happened, but this is a long little time going in between there. This is a lot of time to set up.
If I get Apollo, I already know I'm gonna get him on some more shit. I'm gonna instantly challenge him on some more shit. Instantly. I'm instantly gonna challenge him on anything religious. His best bet is to stay away from religious topics with me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I always get that nigga because I'm an omnius.
So his best bet, you're not scared to say, his best bet is to challenge you on your philosophy. Don't stand on his philosophy.
His best bet is to challenge me on something though neither one of us really know nothing about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To put us both on equal playing.
But the last thing he wants is to defend his stance.
Nah, you don't want to defend Christianity. You do not want to defend Christianity. The Bible against me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I keep trying to tell people like that's my lane. That's my original lane with the Bible. So like, yeah, you don't want to go there. And I could talk that shit just with the best of them. So yeah, you want to go to something else that a nigga ain't really.
Okay, so let me ask you: knowing what you know, having the experience you have with the debaters, you just faced your hardest competition.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. No. No. Because Honey on that other side of that bracket, bro.
Oh, your side of the bracket, though. In order to make it to the championship.
Yeah, I know, but
Fair was their best bet to stop.
I can't ignore the fact that she on the other side of the bracket.
Understood.
And she ain't got very many motherfuckers to go through. Like she have mopped the floor with at least 2 of them dudes. So like that means she'll be over in that bracket sooner or later. So
Definitely.
like, you got to keep that in mind. Like you're gonna be facing her.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you on the side, you facing her.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And Silky he not gonna be able to do nothing with her.
But the best bet to stop you from getting from the championship was Pan.
Yeah.
Fuck, Henry.
I think me and Pan should have been left for later on in the debate, but in the championship.
That's not how shit lines up, is it?
But that ain't how it lined up.
That is not how shit lined up.
That's why it's so organic, because it's like whatever you thought was gonna be wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? And he was a mystery guest for a long time. Like, didn't nobody know who a nigga was gonna debate.
Yeah. And man, I do want to say the Coliseum of Argument hoodies are for sale.
Oh, look at you, man.
Yeah,
look at you, man.
You gotta know, I gotta know. Yeah, the Coliseum of Argument hoodies are for sale. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what, y'all lucky. Everybody watching now, let me tell you how lucky you are. The hoodies are $1,000 a piece, but we will subsidize them $950. So the hoodies is only $50. The hoodies for y'all is only $50. Anybody else is $1,000. So do what y'all gotta do, man. Find the email, search it. Yeah.
They can get in groups of 4s, right, and just split the payments up 4 ways. Over one time, nigga, everybody had shirts.
We've subsidized the hoodies 99%, 95%. So that's $1,000. All you gotta do is pay $50. $50 for $1,000 hoodie? Come on, man. Who's not gonna do that, man?
That's a steal. You can't get that shit nowhere.
On no planet. On no planet. It's not a planet.
Literally, you can't get that shit nowhere.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, I understand that. But so
some debates that I want to see, right? I want to see Brother Inky and Brother Sanchez go at it.
Oh shit, you would want to see Inky. I think that would be a frustrating process to get that debate set up. That would be a frustrating process to set that debate up.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't think Inky would have patience with Sanchez. Sanchez is very.
Well, it would be a structured debate like this. You wouldn't have.
That's what I'm saying. The hardest part would be actually setting the debate up. Once the debate gets set up, bet. But setting the debate up, what do you want to Inky? Minister Inky, Dr. Inky, the fucking CMOS selling, holistic, 1 degree away from Dr. Sebi, right next to what do you want to debate Sanchez about? Like, I don't get that. Sanchez, what would you debate Inky about? I don't get that. Like that, like, love to see it. You right. Love to see it. Love to see them clash about something that they 100% disagree about. But I don't want to see Inky debate Flat Earth. I might want to see Inky debate Flat Earth, but I don't want to admit that I want to see.
I don't want to see no Flat Earth debate.
Yeah, but what the fuck does Brother Sanchez bring? I don't believe.
Brother Sanchez believing all type of whimsical shit.
That's what I'm saying. So what alignment with whimsical shit does Inky have?
I wouldn't mind seeing Inky debate Uncle West too. Just to watch Uncle West Twitch. Just to see him twist and turn in his seat for being annoyed.
Oh.
Who else? You know who I want to see debate again?
Huh.
Tahuti. Brother Tahuti. I want to see Brother Tahuti debate again. I love when that nigga debate, bro.
And I can get that. I click and get that, but I would like to see them judge. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I would like to see Unc West, Tahuti. I would like them. I would like to see them do an open judgment.
I would never want him to be a judge of anything that I do.
Yeah,
he too narrow-minded. He too narrow-minded than mainstream.
That's him.
Yeah, it's too much of it. Like to the point where ain't no room for anything else. It's like if it ain't mainstream, then you know what I'm saying. It ain't valid. And it's like, and I keep trying to explain to him and people like him that all of the newest innovations and newest technology that came out in the past 20, 30 years has come off from pseudoscientists. People that y'all keep calling pseudoscience.
But this is what I will say, because maybe they just don't make a good judge. Because the judge is supposed to dismiss all they know, just expose themselves to the information given, and vote for what church they gonna donate their tithes to. This person did a better job with his information, presentation, control of it, explaining it, exploiting the other person's argument. Like, yeah, I could take myself out of my shoes and say, even if I agree with you, you didn't do that tonight. You didn't. You know, and I'm just saying, I know that they have they're supposed to be so smart and intellectually advanced. Yeah, why not? Let them. Hey, Weezy, you jiggy? Let them judge with the information that they, with the personality that they have, their ability to recognize information and how it's transferred. I would love to see that. No, I would not like to see none of them when they take the debate personal. When they say, well, I know that that's not true, and I know that that's not what you're here for. You take the information that's presented. If that person don't call that shit out in some shape, form, or fashion, then it is. But for a judge to debate the person in the judgment, well, I know that's not true. Well, I know that's not true, so you lost. No, I'm good. Man, don't get it pointed in the wrong direction, misconstrued, twisted, or fucked up. A1 is in the building, Mr. $1,000 hoodies himself. Shout out to you guys.
I see you with that Titans Debate League hoodie. I like that.
Man, they only $1,000 to everybody, but if you buy them right now, they $50. I don't even get it. Like, come on, man.
Hey, I'm about to hook you up with some more shit, man. L'Oreal's shit on the way. L'Oreal, I never got them graphics either from you, matter of fact.
Oh shit.
That's all right. But yeah, we gonna get it right because I need you stunting too, man. How y'all feeling, man? I was driving around listening to y'all, man. Y'all are hilarious, man. I was laughing so hard for the last hour, man.
That's hard, man. That's hard. I'm happy to be able to contribute to the channel, man, because y'all doing so much. And I'm supposed to be in a rotation, but like I said, man, it just, shout out to the gig. But yeah, we good. And the brother L'Oreal hit that link, so that's quality content right there, fam. But what, you settled down now? You done moving around so we can jump on you?
I'm not done moving around.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to be sitting still for like an hour, and then I got to move around again for a little bit.
All right,
I got a little show tonight. I'm about to do the results show. I should be doing that tonight.
Results for what? Silky and Yaya?
Silky and Yaya. Yeah.
Hey, I get to know who I'm going against in the next round. Hey, shout out. Hey, I'm good, man. Hey, I'm hollering at y'all, man. This is boy Swap Boss. We out.
It's 10:30 Central, man. So that's like 11:30 Eastern.
That's cool, man. Let's jump that shit off, man. I'm ready for that, bro. Real talk. Yeah, hit that link. Let's see what we gonna debate, man. So how you feel about the tournament so far, A1, man? Let me pick your brain, man. A lot of things are going down, a lot of unfortunate things, a lot of fortunate things.
For a minute. I thought you should.
No. You
Now you was on mute. You just muted back out. You did right before I asked that question. But a lot of things have happened. You know, people have exited the gauntlet, kicked out the gauntlet, died in the gauntlet. Man, how are you enjoying it? And two, just like how you feel about it overall, man, from whatever hat you want to wear.
Man, I'm my number one fan of my own content, man. I'm loving everything I'm seeing. I'm happy the involvement I'm getting from and participation from all the debaters, like even stuff like you hopping up here right now, going over highlights from the people who help with the graphics, and you know, everybody supporting in the stands with the comments and the likes. Definitely the donations. Don't forget to hit that Cash App up, $ Titans Debate League today. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, I'm loving what I'm seeing. It's my first tournament, so this is better than anything I could have imagined. It's going smooth. The hiccups have been real minor. Still a learning experience for me because, again, it's my first tournament. But, you know, I think quick on my feet.
I see you, Lorel.
And I got a bunch of people around me who been in the game for a minute, you know, like you, Lorel, a few other people who keep me from stepping in the quicksand and making the big mistakes, you know. Yeah, so appreciate y'all. Yeah, man, it's lit, man. 2025, this is the hottest tournament right now on YouTube. If you're not tapped in, I don't know what you're doing, man.
That's a Googleable fact. That is a Googleable fact. If you Google what's the hottest debate league tournament going on right now, A1 will jump up on that screen. Lorel, what you got here, God?
I was gonna show A1. I'm
shout out brother Lavelle.
Look at the Baby Noble story, cause coming along and shit.
Oh yeah, we about to come back to that.
I'm in the background fucking with, like, I ain't let.
We about to come back to that. I need that commercial from you though before that, and then we are gonna get to that this week. This week I'm gonna have some time. I'm gonna have more than some time because I'm trying to sit down with you and iron out the kinks to finish this tournament off. So our advertisements is looking right, and everything's coming back to one source. Shout out Ruben in the building. Ruben in the back. You want to pop him up?
Please don't get it twisted. Pointing in the wrong direction. Mr. Screw the fucked up. 1/50,000 of King Naga of the Naga world. Villages in the building. Shout out to King Naga, man. Them niggas deep. What's good, guys?
What's good?
Already, man. Already, God.
Man, you know what? I'm realizing I'm the only person on the stage right now that ain't debated you, man. We need a topic, man, and a title, man. We're going to have to get it in, man.
The King Naga bump. He trying to get that King Naga bump up out you.
I'm talking about you, Swab. You done already debated King Naga.
Oh,
and
me?
you debated Ruby,
yeah. You debated Naga?
I ain't debating none of them, but you debated everybody else up here. You might as well.
I gotta take it some type of way. Man. Definitely honored, bro. I ain't gonna bullshit you, bro. Shave my fucking head and tear my clothes. I'm honored, my nigga. Yeah, let's get it in, man.
Figure something out, man. I'm about to come back out of retirement. I should debate everybody that's in my league, but I'm gonna let y'all get it in for right now. After the new year, you know what I'm saying? I might throw that cape on. Come do and save the world from you pseudos. You feel me?
Ain't no wrong with it, man. Ain't no wrong with it, guy. Ain't no wrong with it. Yeah, man. Like I said, I'm excited about it, man. The results are coming up later this day, later tonight before you go to bed. Like, it's close. You're gonna be rubbing your girl feet, but you won't be all the way tapped out. So make sure y'all tune in later tonight for the results show between the two Titans, Yaya and Silky. But yeah, man, we'll see. And then the winner of that determine who goes up against Swab Boss in the next round. And then we got Honey waiting on that shit to go down because Honey's going to the fucking semifinals. No shape, form, or fashion is she not. The west side of that bracket is a very gruesome.
Yeah, that's like the west side of the bracket is got all on the nigga, and the other side got, you know.
Yeah, for the landmass. But if I have to say for myself, Don't get it twisted and acting like I didn't come in this motherfucker had to face King Naga on my first round. Like shit happened. It's a very fortunate shit happened for me, but real talk, I had to yeah, I didn't debate Silky on my first round. Sorry, Silky.
Cause my first opponent in the bracket retired when he saw that matchup, but I ain't gonna say no. I ain't gonna call no name.
Takari, was that right? My bad.
I ain't gonna call no names, dig. But
yeah, man. But man, salute to all the Titans, man, all the spectators. You know, whether you love or hate whoever, as long as you're here, participating, hitting the thumbs up, hitting the thumbs down, leaving a nice comment, a fucking negative comment, you make the channel pop. You'll get blocked, but you did your part in making the channel pop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you, though. I'm not mad at you, man. That is your phone, and you can express your feelings in the chat with your phone, but you might get blocked. Sorry. Unc West. Yeah.
I'm not big on censorship, man. So you got to say something crazy to kind of get blocked. Like,
yeah, like me, I'll be like, leave the chat alone, leave the people alone. The people in the chat, like, leave them alone, like, because they still interacting.
Positive or negative. So you really got to be assaulting somebody's character in a crazy way for me.
Yeah, like JJ 7000 got his shit taken because he was in there hating. Yeah, I get that.
What happened with that? Because I missed all of that. Y'all told me y'all handled that for me.
Hey, listen, Checkmate got so much of that
recorded. First, I appreciate y'all for doing that, but what happened? I missed it.
Man, Checkmate got so much of that recorded. We got to get with the God and have her line that shit up for us so we could watch it in the background and set up some content out of it, or we could just freestyle that shit. But yeah, she said she got that shit.
Because y'all said, y'all threw him out the door like Jazzy Jeff on Fresh Prince.
Man, listen, man,
saying some crazy stuff, but I appreciate y'all for holding it down, man. Team Titans. Maybe he ain't think the team was loyal like that. Like y'all was just gonna let him talk bad about me while I was gone.
Man, that nigga never gave me no motherfucking hoodie. Oh, the fuck he thinking, nigga? Like, real talk. But like, anybody that know me, man, like, I'm insanely fucking loyal, and that just is what it is. It's to a fault sometimes, but not too much of a fault. But JJ came through and tried to spark up a revolution and take motherfuckers from your channel to another channel that buy views. Motherfucker got 40,000 views one stream and 28 views another stream, but no comments on either stream. Yeah, fam, we've seen the finagling before. We cool. Your name ain't that goddamn heavy. Not with me.
A little suspect, man. A little suspect. I definitely grew mine organically, man. People was telling me, go ahead and buy the views. I'm like, one, I won't know how many people I actually have once I do that. So I don't want to muddy the waters because I actually want to study these statistics and use them to grow once I figure out what's working and what's not. So, that skews the waters on doing the stats on my own ish.
Buying views don't work until you have views. Once you get 1,000 people in your chat, then you could buy 1,000 people. But if you got
it look right,
and then and motherfuckers are respected. But if you got 17 people watching and you buy 1,000 people and it's 12 people commenting, no comments after the chat is up. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, never no comments all month. My stuff get a lot of comments. I wake up in the morning and check them. Like, okay, people up commenting on the shorts, they comment on the videos. I mean, they're going back and watching them. So, to me, that's dope.
Hey, shout out to you for doing shorts.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to you for doing shorts. I'll be seeing them pop up, and it just be, but I see you got it. Yeah, ain't mad at that.
That stuff definitely helped my watch hours. I noticed I was looking at some of the other people who do what we do, and I already have more videos or about the same amount of videos that they have, but it's because of the amount of shorts I'm putting up at a time. And I fell off for the last week and a half, 2 weeks on that, but I'm about to get to pumping them back crazy.
And I've never been part of a StreamYard that had these many sound effects. Hey, shout out to you for paying the big budget You got me fucked
I'm
up.
about to go up one more, so you know.
Nigga, I got motherfucking AK-47s in this motherfucking man. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. He gave me the keys to the Rover truck.
Just don't dent my rims, brother.
Ain't on my life. Like, listen, man, I was tripping. I didn't want to rim, but I know a nigga that. Yeah, dog. But yeah, that's official. I like this, bro. I like this, and I'm excited to see. Cause I ain't gonna lie, man. Once that $500 hit a nigga hand, that shit gonna get real. I don't think people believe.
Bro, I don't know why you even talking about it like that. I already told you that's my money.
Show that bracket one more time, because I want to see who's gonna be facing who in the next round.
Bro, ain't no competition. I already took off the best.
Man. All I know is $499 in that motherfucker. Man, I already get $1.
What's up, Roy Chess? How you feeling?
It's on me, cuz I already took out the best, bro.
Man, shout out Roy Chess, man. He hit the panel one day, and I was impressed, man. He was dropping so much game and knowledge. I don't know if he's got a college background, but it definitely sounded like it. He was schooled.
ICDC.
Morals, morality in the Bible, and a bunch of other stuff that was above my pay grade, man. Shout out to you. Trying to get you back up here one of these days.
That's the fact. Come do a panel. Come do a presentation. Come do a lesson. Come do whatever. Yeah, Roy Chess got that shit. He's a constant participant in the chat. And to my knowledge, this is new of him hitting that panel as frequently as he had. Yeah,
he hit the panel like twice. I see him cooking too. Like, hey, bring out one of them old homework assignments and go over that with us, man. We love to learn, man. We don't care what it is. Whatever you got for us, man. Okay, let's see this bracket. Let me blow my screen up because I'm on the laptop today. I'm usually on the 7-inch. I gotta squint. Okay, we already got Hemi in the second round. So we're waiting on the results from Pan and Anu Kakarot, and then we're gonna see who debates. Ooh, that's gonna okay. Chris Harris and Apollo Bay. I got King J sliding in for Chris Harris. They're gonna face off this week, so that's probably gonna be the last debate. We already have Emmanuel, so he'll be waiting on the winner of that. We got Suave Boss versus the winner of Silky D and Yaya Batu. Okay, so he's already. That's not the semifinals, but we getting there. We got Honey, and she will be advancing
to the conference finals.
To the conference. That's what they call that, the conference finals?
Yeah, it's the conference and the semi.
She'll be advancing to the conference finals against one of these gentlemen, and we'll figure out which crash out we're going to bring back.
Hey, y'all got to know, I'm voting for Taz.
You know,
if you one of the crash outs back, I vote for Taz, dog.
Taz got to want to come back. He's definitely welcome. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen him pop back up. I don't know if he thinks he's banned. You know, I just
understood.
But yeah, he's definitely welcome over here, man. The brother's got some good sources and some.
But that's what I was saying. I was just explaining. I don't know if you heard, but I was saying there's more to winning the tournament than debating. Yeah. If you get kicked out in the post-debate show, you lost. So shout out to the people who was able to retain themselves and make it to the next round. Shout out to Honey, man. Like real time.
Because I'm trying to figure out what to do if I just put. Do I just put somebody else in there? Then it's almost like they got a first round bye.
No, I'm not even gonna lie. I mean,
I don't know what to do.
That's more of an executive order if you bring back Taz Design. But as far as what blood is on the pavement, Taz Design is gone, and Honey made it to the next round. She didn't crash out.
She didn't crash out, but she got to debate somebody.
Well,
so like I got to figure out: am I sliding somebody in there? Am I bringing the crash out back?
We gonna bring King Naga back to go against her.
You think bring somebody back as a somebody was trying to get me to do like what did they call that?
That's called a resurrection debate.
No, it's a real name for that though. I mean, you funny, but it's a real name for that. When they come back around on a wild card or something, I don't know. What homie called it.
He played his position, bro. He played his position, and Taz's Zion actions allowed for him to be brought back.
I mean, it's more people who lost in the first round than just him. So I'm either gonna have to do. They're gonna have to play pseudo or facts for it or something. You feel me?
I get what you're talking about, like a round robin.
Oh, Bosco and
like,
Naja.
because there's a way where the loser can come back around. Or it's usually the losers, the people who lost, they go down and have their own tournament, and the winner of that could come back as like a first. I forgot what they call it.
Hey, look, you got to play in like the NBA. You know, they got that little play-in tournament before the playoffs, with the teams play to get in.
But Bosco abandoned the station, right? As far as I know, right?
Oh,
he abandoned
shit. So you know what? That's what we got.
Look at the wheels turning. Your mic went out. What we gonna do? I think you got a phone call. Hey, Naga might not be back in this bitch, nigga. The fuck is y'all talking about?
Hey, that I see where you're going with it, and I think that's a good idea, and it'll be good content. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like have a play-in tournament, the face Hunter in the next round.
Huh. Suave thought he did something. Guess what, nigga? Woo, yeah, I'm for that. I'm 1,000% for that, bro.
That'll be a hell of a curveball that'll spice that thing up. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know how you hold that motherfucker when you throw it, but that motherfucker is a curveball, man. A1 is back after that phone call. Yeah. I'll let him load in a little bit.
I don't know what the last thing was.
Oh no, you were just saying, you know what? Matter of fact, that's what I think I'm gonna do. That's what the last thing you said.
Oh yeah, okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have like a gauntlet tournament with all the people who lost in the first round, and the winner of that is going to get to come back to face Honey Clark. So anybody who does want to put in that work, I'm going to figure out how we're going to do it. I'm not
Okay, let me ask you this though.
Debates, but I might do something like every man for himself, like a Royal Rumble or something like that on a given topic.
Okay, let me ask you this though.
Mhm.
Are those debates paid debates?
That'll be different.
I don't know.
I got 50.
You got a couple dollars on it? If you got a couple dollars on it, I'll match you.
I got a couple dollars on it.
I don't care what I gotta do, man. If I gotta go DoorDash or sell waters on the corner like them little kids in Atlanta, man, we gonna get the money up for you boys, and we gonna make it happen, man. Suave said he gonna match, man.
The losers go through a bracket, and the winner of the bracket get $50.
I like the idea he said about having every man for himself pick a topic on a given topic.
Like that idea? I'm trying to do something that ain't nobody seen yet.
You said that every man for themselves on one topic though.
Yeah.
Whoever got the best presentation or the best performance.
Oh no, how many people is that though? That's one,
That
2,
might hurt
3,
my
4.
brain.
That's 4 people. I might as well just do the 2 debates, man. It's only 4 people.
Yeah.
I might as well do the 2 debates. We gonna do the face-offs this week, and y'all got 7 days. Something like we're gonna do it just like that. And we're gonna do both of the debates in one day.
That's hard.
We're gonna get it out the way, man. I like
that's
what we're doing
hard.
here, man.
That's
It's
hard.
a good look.
Get it.
Because I didn't want to give up on y'all, man. It's a lot of y'all I haven't seen active since y'all took that L, man, and I've been wanting to get y'all back active, so that's what we gonna do. Ruben already know. I've been trying to get him to come do a presentation, something.
Alrighty.
So yeah. Suave, watch your back. Ruben coming for you, man.
Hey, fam. Hey, I'm man, bro. I'm in love with it, bro. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. This is definitely the Coliseum. Y'all got us fucked up, nigga.
Hey, let's get it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Let me see.
Most likely need to upgrade. You back up my sports, you probably. You won't come in the court with the home.
Now peep this out because I'm so engulfed in this shit. I looked up the medical room in the Coliseum. It says while there wasn't a dedicated medical room inside the Coliseum, gladiators and performers had nearby facilities, including infirmaries like the Ludus Magnus Hospital and surgeons' houses with instruments suggesting bone, eye, and hernia treatments. So I would call that the Ludus Magnus tournament. The people coming back from the infirmary. Like they lost, but they survived. They didn't die, nigga. Now they back. The Ludus Magnus, nigga. Hey, just keep it with the theme of what's going on. That shit hard, man. Hell nah. All right. This is attorney. Shit, I don't know.
You know we got that Titans mixtape dropping soon too.
I need a spot.
Now I'm a spirit.
You got Larrell making some of the beats. I'm making a few of the beats. Here goes one of the tracks he put together.
They wanna douse my flame and claim my intellectual likeness. You can catch me in the gauntlet with a roster full of monsters. Keep the heat in the topics. They try to douse my flame. Ain't no stopping us now. But my spirit is Titans. They wanna douse my flame and claim my intellectual likeness. You can catch me in the gauntlet with a roster full of monsters. Yes, they can try, yes they can. They try to douse my flame. Ain't no stopping us now. But my spirit is Titans. They wanna douse my flame and claim my intellectual likeness. You can catch me in the gauntlet with a roster full of monsters.
Woo! That's all y'all can get right now, man. That's all y'all can get for free. You feel me? Dropping soon. Make sure you look out for that in Apple stores.
I need a feature on that motherfucker. I'm gonna burn that motherfucker.
Let's go. We are looking for features only from people who are in the tournament though and part of the league. So we're doing it like that. So it's gonna be something that we do together, you know, to bring us together after all the battling and fighting and clashing on these back chats and on these panels, man. We about to come together and put something nice down for the people. And then we're gonna use that on all the advertisement in the background for stuff. You got a show coming up too, correct?
It's hard. You talking to me, God?
Yeah, show the cover for your show.
Wait, what? This is new to me, fam. Hold on, wait. Huh?
You never saw the graphic for your show?
Nah. No.
Stop playing, man. I made a whole thing for you, bro, and tagged you.
Okay, let me see if I see.
Go in the gauntlet and then go to on your phone though. And then go to settings or whatever and then go to media, photos. You know what I'm saying? And you will see it in there. I tagged you in the gauntlet and the gauntlet 2. The gauntlet 2 get less posts, so go in the gauntlet 2. Where is that over here, man? I think it's on my phone. I think I made that joint on my phone.
You got double tap.
That's why I ain't got your picture on there. I gotta take it to the lab, go and put it in the computer. Just something to get us started. You know, I'm gonna hook you up with the moving background and all of that. Shout out Organic Media, always keeping us tight and right with the graphics. Larrell, I need that.
You said go in the chat and then go to what? You said settings or some shit?
Yeah, settings and then click on the media files.
Yeah, see.
Okay.
Yeah. Your brain has failed you. The ultimate quiz of uncommon knowledge and logical absurdity. When you get external, internal shade and participation trophy. Hosted by Swab Ball. See it. Yeah. Exactly.
Wow, your brain has failed you.
Yeah, God. I didn't even see him post that. That's hard. That's hard. Yeah, that's
You
definitely
behind,
good.
bro. You gotta catch up, bro.
No, man, it be like that sometimes, man. It be like that sometimes. I'm in tune now, though.
I posted that Friday, or maybe it was Thursday. Yeah, because Shecknut tagged you too. She said she was about to help you get it together.
Yeah, oh God, appreciate you.
Okay, so tomorrow I'm gonna go ahead and get this bracket together. We got to figure out how we gonna figure out. That sounded funny. We gonna figure out how we're going to know who goes against who. So I might have to do a little lottery, or like I said, I might do pseudo or facts. Have them play that to figure it out. Matter of fact, that's what we gonna do, man. That's gonna be the system.
Well, you could do like the Coliseum and let the people choose.
Let the people choose who they want to see.
Who do you want to see? These are the losers. Who you want to see go against who?
Okay,
No,
we're gonna have
but
an open
ultimately it's up
open
to you.
panel this
No,
week.
they
with all
not
four of them
the
at the same
losers. They
time.
injured the recovery from the injury list.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like ain't no losers in the fucking Titans, nigga.
Yes,
I mean,
that's
that's
what we gonna do.
that's. I
Ain't
get
no
it.
losers, nigga. They just ain't no champions, nigga.
Right. All I know is I won. But
Yeah, you a winner.
I get it. I get it. So yeah, the people coming back from the Ludus Magnus Hospital of ancient Rome. Like, yeah. But like real talk. Let the motherfuckers choose like Pontius Pilate. Who you want to see go? Oh, had the whole crowd choose their ass. Man, dog. Let me get out the way. You okay, baby?
I ain't gonna lie, you gotta customize it. The iron stuff.
You ain't got to go get shit. I mean, baby, you don't have to go eat anything. Relax. Huh? I ain't got no time. Okay, it's two of us. Woman, you're not gonna control me. I'm the man in this house. Now put my foot down. Shout out to the queen, man. I don't know what the fuck I be thinking. I mean, the motherfucking results show tonight, man, between Yaya and Silky, man. We ain't gonna act like that ain't nothing, man. That's a motherfucking holiday right there. We need to find out who that is. So we will see what's going on in the next round.
They said you eat ice cream from the carton.
From the carton. On the black woman. That's on the black woman I do. You goddamn right. Hey, look. And then this I fucked up it is. I put a little chocolate syrup in that motherfucker, man. I put my little.
You was the fat motherfucker.
Oh man, hey, listen, man. I was like by Darlene and Alan Wild, man. I'm definitely a nigga.
The 6X hoodie and shit.
Hey, look. This is how I do it when I'm done. I just drop the fork in there, put the top back on, and put that shit back in the freezer.
Hey, big ass hoodie, little ass logo looking boy.
Big hoodie, little logo, medium hood having ass motherfucker. Small pockets having ass motherfucker. And put your hands in your front pocket. Nah, real talk, this quality. Well, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never worn no Louis, but I can imagine this what it feels like.
You funny.
Man, I ain't gonna hold you up, hold you
the
down.
best for my debaters, man. Only the best.
Yeah,
man. You still got something coming for when it's pseudo or facts. Larrell got some t-shirts coming this week too, so I'm gonna put both of y'all stuff in the mail at the same time. Hopefully,
I can't wait till y'all start making shorts and pants.
Larrell,
I'm gonna really have some clothes.
Oh yeah, I do all that too. I mean, coming soon. So we'll talk about that because I don't want to keep giving you the same stuff. So if you win another game show or an exhibition debate, pop up and you take that, I'll put together you a jumpsuit or something like that. We can go zip up Nike Tech style. I do it all, man.
That's hard. Bulletproof vest, 50 Cent bulletproof vest.
Oh,
hey,
shit.
Roy Test, calm down.
I want an argument league hoodie. I ain't gonna cap to you.
I sent you the graphics, man.
I'm about to make one.
I sent you the graphics, man. Yeah. That shit ain't copyrighted.
It's funny.
You can steal that shit, right? The argument league brought you by the Coliseum of Debates. Business is big.
Got him on a big screen. My bad.
Yeah,
I knew, man. Send me them 2 graphics you want because you got 2 shirts coming and a hoodie.
I already sent them to you, cuz.
No, you didn't. You sent me a bunch of graphics, but you didn't send me the 2 specifically for that.
I need you to put them on the hoodie for women.
And if I missed it, just resend it then. If I did miss it on accident, just resend it for me. Because I'm giving him Titans Debate League t-shirts this time for winning
What happened
the other day.
Oh, shit.
He got a hoodie already.
No, you hear me, A1?
Talk to me.
A1, don't ignore me.
What'd you say? I can't hear you.
I do too much. I don't do enough. We need to blow up.
What'd you say, Swab? I can't hear you. I mean, I can hear you. You just asked. You called my name.
I know. Did I do something?
Yeah, this nigga Suave can't hear me.
Oh, shit.
Okay, yeah, there you go. He had to get up out of here for a second. Yeah, man. You ever debated Ruben?
Nah, man. Nagas don't debate Nagas.
We don't debate each other.
Yeah. You do.
I like it. Understood. Always in the rules. We don't debate each other. We'll debate each other in our own group, though.
Yeah.
No, okay. I thought I was tripping. Yep, tomorrow the long day, baby. Somebody got to do it. Somebody got to keep it going. I said tomorrow the long day. Somebody got to keep the world going. Somebody got to wake up early in the morning, wake up all the way at night. Yeah. Shout out to what they call them, essential workers. Shout out to the people that wake up 2 hours before everybody else to make sure the world is already going.
Shout out to Larrell Burns for his beautiful ass presentation. Like that nigga presentation was flawless. Did y'all see how graphic that shit was? Shit was wild.
I'm gonna just eat my briars. Cause
I'm just keeping it a buck. Like that's actually one of the best presentations I've seen in a long time.
Ah, yeah, man. I grabbed that shit, threw that shit across the room.
Yeah, that debate was fire though.
Yeah, it was. So what you think, Ruben? Obviously it can't be a toss-up.
Well, it's like, even though, I am biased and all of that, you know what I'm saying? I would like, I would state that for the fact that, that they're going to say it anyway, but I got to go with my dog. I got to go with my American Naga shit, you know what I'm saying? And
yes, buddy.
Yeah,
okay. Hurry up back.
I think I whooped on him.
Yeah.
I feel like I whooped on him.
On who?
On
I want to debate all of y'all. Y'all lucky right now. I'm the host.
I don't know what makes you want to take 16
Y'all all
ass
get this work. Every last one of y'all will get this work. Oh,
I don't know why. Why you want to take 16 ass whoopings in a row? I can't wrap my mind around it. Hey, that nigga challenged the whole league. Got whooped consecutively.
You know what? I'm about to go through all of y'all in like 2 days. I'm gonna do 16 debates in 2 days. Nigga.
Hey, mandatory debate, nigga. You don't show up, you out the tournament. Wake up, nigga. Yeah. Hey, I'm with it, man. I'm with it.
I'm gonna have to find some separate judges. I'm gonna have to let somebody else get that set of judges. Because I don't want to use my judges on that. Because I don't think my judges can, it's an inherent bias set in. If they
You don't trust the Titans? I think we should use, I think the bar baddies should judge.
All right, that's how
I like that. I like that idea. What you think, Anu?
I don't know, man. I don't trust they judgment.
That nigga don't like women.
He said he don't know.
That nigga like, man, we know what the fuck they gonna do.
Shout out Michigan's Natural Living, man. Haven't seen you hit the panel in a minute, brother, but it's all right, man. Appreciate you for hitting for putting that in the chat for me, man. I'll be slipping. Knowing I need some support from the community.
Yeah, Sadiq the judge. You a good judge.
Yeah, that'll be fire. Sadiq, we supposed to be working on this show coming soon, man. Shout out Sadiq, wherever Sadiq is, man.
Yeah, I don't think he likes it. I don't think Tahim likes it.
Shout out Emmanuel on his way to
Rome.
Rome.
Be good judges. I do Sadiq, DeAndre, and Steve. Those are all great dynamics.
Yeah.
You cheating on me. It's cool.
What y'all think?
For judges?
Sadiq, DeAndre, and
what's easier by yourself?
And Steve. Talking about Steve.
Oh yeah, and Steve, my bad, cuz I had a brain for it. I went to Beaumont.
I mean, I can see that. I wouldn't have a problem with that at all. Like, if I was to do debating, I wouldn't be against it. And it's an interesting bunch.
Huh?
But I feel like all three of them will really judge the debate not in a non-biased way, based on the facts presented and the argumentation.
Leandre.
Yeah, I think yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you. I don't see it.
Because one thing I can say about DeAndre is like fuck everybody equally. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he not discriminatory. He not with the fucks with the fuck shit. He spread that shit out evenly. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can see him weighing the information for what it is. As far as being a judge in a debate. Steve, same thing. I kind of see that too. And Sadiq.
You know what I like to see though? A Coliseum Junior. I like to see I get the kids involved. Teenagers or whatever.
All
See
right.
if we get a younger crowd involved in this shit.
Yeah. I think that'll be interesting right there.
Yeah.
Motherfucker debate. The Young Thug snitch.
Have a 50 Cent debate.
Right. It's gonna work itself out. As long as we work it out for us.
What the fuck happened to you?
I'm going to keep working through it.
It like someone chewed that shit off. God, bro.
Let me get. Yo, I'm going to do a lot.
Yeah, I threw my board inside shit.
Yeah, I remember. I just seen what's his name, Arsenal. I just seen him battle rap again. Today.
Arsenal, one of the female. Didn't he just go up against a female?
Oh no, I was wondering if it was recent or not.
I don't think I'm tripping. I think he just went up against Vixen or some shit like that. I don't think it was Vixen. No. But I did want to do a panel on like ancient advanced technology, out of place artifacts and shit like that. Because I believe that humans were more intelligent in the past than we are today. And this ain't our first time reaching an impressive level of technology. You know, like I look at a lot of them diamond cut, not even diamond cut, because they don't even know what they cut them with. But like I think our strongest like drill is like diamond tip drills, and they can't even replicate these doorways. Like there's like doorways that go nowhere. Like if it was value today, it'd be like a $60,000 doorway that go nowhere. Like, come on, fam. They was teleporting through that shit. I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot of shit that's out there that to be looked at.
Bro.
Remember what's the name of that hammer that got found in that stone?
If I was a petty nigga, I would have challenged you.
Right. I'm gonna bring that shit out. Nah, it's some legit shit though. Okay, just don't get lost. You said what? All right.
Bro, I hope 50 Cent run for president, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Man, that nigga got shot as a goddamn street nigga. I know he ain't trying to get shot as a president. He gonna fall back.
Nah, man, this nigga, he ain't scared, nigga.
Kanye was our best hope. 50 ain't trying to be no more for president, man. That nigga trying to do documentaries and tweet.
Anybody seen his documentary yet?
What, the Puffy documentary?
Yeah, the Diddy, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we were watching the other day. Yeah, I had seen the first part, and then I thought it was only one part, but the sisters was like, no, it's like 4 parts, and they had ended up showing the second and third part, and then I went and found the 4th part. You thought it was 1 part too?
I ain't never seen none of it.
Oh, yep, it's 4 parts, about an hour long each.
Is it worth it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because it's dry out here. It's worth it. But another thing I watched today, I ain't gonna lie, the Dave Chappelle stand up. Dave Chappelle got a new stand up on Netflix, man. Hey, that nigga, if you're a Dave Chappelle fan, that nigga killed that shit, dog.
How?
Didn't he get some backlash for that shit?
I mean, I'm expecting him to, but I ain't seen none. Yeah, I know he got backlash on a couple of his other ones because he had like some transgender jokes, but he went in. I think that's the word. Yeah, We had more transgender jokes in this one and laughed like a motherfucker. But I think you'll be interested in that at the end because the shit was so wild. And like, you know how the Western society is on this stand for Israel, I stand with Israel movement. Yeah. Watch what he did with that. It was lightweight spooky. It's like if a nigga tell you, hey, if I say these words, I'm compromised. And the words are, I stand with Israel. And then they walk. Like, hold on, wait. He just said the words that he said he would be compromised by. Like, dun dun dun. Yeah, bro. But he went in. I enjoyed it. I fucks with Dave Chappelle. I understand his level of entertainment.
What we got going on, man?
Yeah, I'm waiting on these results tonight. Shit, I ain't gonna lie. He said it's supposed to be popping off at 10:30.
I don't know. I'll probably be knocked out sleep by then, bro.
Oh shit. Okay, let's go.
We are so close. I genuinely believe the feds were fully involved at every layer of this. And we're going to go, pardon me, Fort Huachuca in Arizona, that story that we told that made the feds freak out in the first place. Like this episode right here, you're going to walk away and you're just going to be like, you know what? Respect you, Candace. Respect to the game.
So the FBI, Candace Owens is asserting, is part of the Charlie Kirk assassination cover-up, if not part of the assassination. And here's a quick little.
I did ask whether or not the feds took her phone.
So this is when she had her meeting with Erica Kirk, and she asked, "Did the feds take your phone?"
Took Charlie's phone, and they didn't.
What? Why wouldn't they? Huh? Also, the car that transported him to the hospital, they've completely scrubbed and resold.
That's shocking.
They got rid of it already. Yeah.
I think the feds are involved.
So let's play that again.
I did ask whether or not the feds took her phone.
So I agree with her. His phone, I think the feds are involved. So here she is again.
So look, I'm going to be honest. I've never played chess before, but I do the game the feds are playing, the military is playing. It's basically a psychological operation right now, employing all their troops yesterday to call me a fraud. Everyone stop watching. Kansas has been bought and paid for. We were so botted yesterday. But obviously, I have been sitting on stuff for a long time. I have always known that you have to pee to separate the wheat from the chaff. I'm going to tell you guys, we have photos. I've never shared this before. We have photos of Charlie's SUV after the assassination. That's A. B, I'm now going to tell you how the feds were involved at the hospital after Charlie's assassination. I'm also going to tell.
So the feds at the hospital, after the surgeon was working on Charlie and he was pronounced dead, the surgeon wanted to go back into the operating room and clean up the body for presentation to his wife. That's normal. The feds stopped him. The feds would not let the feds at the hospital wouldn't let the surgeon go back into the operating room where he just was. So the surgeon made a phone call, this is according to Candace, and talked to somebody at a high level in government. And then the call came back, the feds had to let him back in. What? Isn't that weird? So that's part of that. They also the videotape from the hospital.
I know they gonna get Candace though. She better watch her back, man.
Or they might not. Because a lot of times when they get you, that's a lot of times when they do something, it brings validity to what you're saying. If they just leave you alone and let you just sound crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, that shit tricky out there, bro.
They passed leaving her alone, though. They already start messing with her, so they already start trying to spin the narrative off her narrative. Like, it's already going. She going back and forth with Erica Kurt. Like, they passed it, ignoring the rumor game.
Straight to it.
What is we gonna do? What is we gonna do? It's funny, they moved right over from Macron and the French prime minister, whatever, straight to this. She was beefing with them about that. Shout out truth tellers like Candace Owens, man. The ice cream gone, man. You can quit scraping the side of the curtain, bro.
Nah, that's the controller. I'm playing a game now. I'm done with that motherfucker ice cream. And I that's my controller. I need a new one. Tell the truth, I just been bullshitting. I hate how PS5 controllers work. Ain't that some whole ass shit, dog? Like, real talk, you got this motherfucking controller, and then you know it's gonna get the stick slide where the stick start going off to the left or the right. Like, and then you just gotta buy a whole nother motherfucking controller. I even called the people that like fix the controllers. They like, it won't be worth it unless you got one of them $200 controllers. Because we charge like $50 to fix it. You go get you a new one for like $60. Like, damn, dog.
You ain't show that graphic either, your game show.
Oh yeah, no, not yet. It's exclusive.
It's all right. Your brain has failed you. It's all right.
It's exclusive. Oh yeah, it's coming. Trust me. Nah, that shit hard, man. Man, I ain't going. We gonna get it in. But shout out to Pseudo Facts, man. Every fucking Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the lunar calendar.
Is that pseudo or is it vision facial? Is that pseudo? Or is it Asian facial? No, just tactical. Don't make me like at you. PowerPoint to the temple. We taking your capitals. That pseudo. Is that pseudo?
That's gonna have to be on the mixtape too. Shout out our new Kakarot, man, for the fire tracks. That's funny. Then one day he was like, I could tell I'm still human, man.
Hey, shout out to still being human. Shit.
Shout out to still being human. I'm looking for a watch video one time, man. Where should we go to? You got to get internet over there, man. You might as well put something on. Man, go to the crates, man.
Y'all want me to go nowhere, man. Hold on.
We want you to go to the crates, bro. You got all that classic footage. I'll never be able to get my hands on. I'm too new in the game.
And I got Steve Coakley's last interview. I gotta find it. But Knowledge Board Allah blessed me with that and wanted me to chop it up. He said I could keep a copy of it and shit. But yeah. But let me see. Ooh. Who is this? Ground cover. I'm ready. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Let me see. Share screen. Y'all ever heard of the real Merkaba?
Nah.
Okay.
Verse in 6 days. He does not need to give a man a message to write. Now, one of the reasons why most of you people can't give up your religions, you can't give up your Christianity, you can't give up your Islam, it's because of the world today. It's because of history. So all of you believe because this is such a popular religion. You know, we have a pope and, you know, it's so many people who are Christians and it's been going on for a long time. There's wars that have been started because of this Bible. And none of you can fathom that none of these intelligent, smart people would not have figured out what we figured out. So it has to be right. Because these intelligent, smart people who run in the world, who are, you know, major celebrities and who are people in power, they are smart enough to figure out what that book is saying. So who are you to understand what the book is trying to say? And you're nobody. They would have figured it out on their own. This is one of the reasons why people stay in religion, because they just think there's no way it can be wrong. And people like us, we just, we're crazy. We just cuckoo. We just, we're Satanists or we're demons or something like that. The proof is out there. You have to understand that people who are in power, who are perpetuating this whole religion thing, are behind the religion and they want you to fall victim to it. But, as I said plenty of times before in previous videos, there's something else in these religious books that's not for you. And I'm going to show you what that is. There's something else in these religious books that they don't want you to know about. It's not for you. You are to learn the surface religion, what the book is talking about, straightforward. You're not supposed to know what I'm about to show you in this video. So I'm not going to talk so much. I'm going to go right into the information and we're going to get started. So let's dig into something that people just don't want to realize. They just don't want to read it and understand exactly what it's saying. So let's look at 2 Timothy 3:16, King James Version. It says, all scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instructions in righteousness. It does not say that God told men to write this book. It doesn't say that. It doesn't say God just said poof and the book fell out the sky complete. It does not say that God came down and whispered in some men's ear and said, hey, this is what I want you to write. It says inspiration. And you know what inspiration means? Inspiration. Okay, let's take a look at the definition of inspiration. Inspiration. The process of being mentally stimulated to do or feel something, especially to do something creative. A sudden, brilliant, or timely idea. This is the definition of inspiration. It doesn't mean that God came down.
Which is the bullshit in the conversation, because you know how much stuff is inspired by God? Like people kill people in inspiration of God. People do some very wicked shit in inspiration of God. So it's like the way that we was fed the Bible is that, like I ain't gonna lie, in the early stages, it came off like God
gave us a book. It was like, no, he gave us a book through people who were revealed certain information. And then you found out, like, what does that look like? That looked like somebody going crazy for a minute and then coming back with some shit. Talking about they was inspired by God. So that was important to me, because like I say, the way that certain shit is sold to us, especially black people, you know, they try to keep us as ignorant as fucking possible. But yeah, just keeping it real and seeing what it says within the Bible. In the Bible, it says they're inspired. The Bible, like, that's just it. Man was inspired. They're thinking about what is the world, what is okay, and then they come to some conclusion. Yeah, there's a creator, and now they're inspired to write about what they think that is. Even if it's a lie, it's inspired by God. You know? Oh shit. Yeah, I can't make it no plainer than that. Let's see that.
I'll be back in like 10 minutes.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be listening though.
Doesn't mean that. If God can create the whole universe in 6 days, he does not need to give a man a message to write a book. Now, forgive me for being a little condescending, but I know for a fact most of the people who are defending this book don't read this book. I know they don't read it. There is no way you can read the Bible. I'm talking about seriously, really read it, analyze it, study it. There's no way you can read the Bible and come out believing what it says. It's just not possible. Somebody has to interpret to you what they want you to believe the book is saying. This is how they get you to believe, because they are telling you what to believe. There's no way you can read this book for yourself. I'm gonna tell you what happened. Somebody went into the Bible and they gave you a chapter and verse and they kicked some fly stuff to you and it sounded real good and they made it make sense. It made sense to you. So you bought into it and you've been going to church ever since. And every time you try to pick the book up and try to read it on your own, guess what happened? You don't understand what it's saying. You don't understand it. So you go with all of the other stereotypical, you know, the norm of what people are saying about the Bible. And you go along with it because you heard something that inspired you. But it doesn't make the book correct. Now, if you're a person who's watching this kind of video or this kind of information for the first time, I guarantee you, I'm going to explain it in a way where you can really understand it, because we're going to deal with facts. I'm going to do something that somebody is not doing in your church, and that's using a lot of common sense. We're going to use a lot of common sense in this video, people. We're going to really go into common sense hard, but we're going to stick with the scriptures. But first, let me get back to what I was saying. So, if the Bible did not fall from the sky, if God did not whisper in a man's ear and say, hey, write this book, what does that tell you? It tells you exactly what the Bible was saying. Men wrote this book. This book was written by men. Now, what do we know about the men who wrote this book? Nothing. We don't know who they are. We don't know where they came from. We don't know what their agenda was. And another thing I like to say is, let's just say for argument's sake, God did tell a man or whisper to a man, an angel came down and told him, you know, the Holy Spirit, whatever, came and told a man to write this Bible. You know, I want you to write this book. How will we know that it's the truth? How will we know if a man came to us and said, hey, here's a book, God told me to write it? If you're not there, if you wasn't there to hear or see God give this man this message, how can you believe what he's saying is true? How can you go along with something like that? You've never seen God before in your life. You've never seen any angels or anything like that ever before. You never even heard of a person saying or coming to you saying, hey, I walked down the street with angels last night. You know, they came over and ate dinner with me. You never heard that before. Nobody said that. So, or maybe somebody said that. I don't know. Christians say a lot of crazy things. But you never heard that before. So if a person came to you and say, hey, God gave me a message. He told me to write it down. I put it in this book. Here it is. How can you prove that? You cannot prove that. So, we don't know who wrote the book. We don't know where it comes from. We don't have the original books of the Bible. So, what do we have? Let's get into that. Now, I hope we all understand that the Bible is comprised of many different books. There are 66 books in the King James Version, but you have to understand that there were over 500 books that were going to be comprised to. Now, what we have of these original books, we have copies. All of those books that were used to go into the Bible, first of all, we don't have all of them today, but the ones we do have are copies. We don't have the original. So we know Mark is the oldest gospel.
It don't matter if you
We
have
don't have, originals of Mark. We don't have.
You said what?
I'm just saying you can have all the originals and wouldn't shit change nothing. That wouldn't change the dynamics of nothing. Like you can have all the originals. Well, it's still mythology.
But it would. But if you had the originals in the way that they, according to their narrative, it would prove that this shit is thousands of years old. It would prove that the Hebrews are who the Hebrews say. Like,
let's say for instance, we did find out it is thousands of years old, and it is ancient. That shit still wouldn't change nothing. It wouldn't change anything.
I mean, it would for me because, like I say, I don't look at. I don't like. I already know the play. Like the Greeks and the Romans created the people and tried to push them back in time further than what they actually existed, and say that they had a special relationship with the creator of the universe. Like, if a motherfucker actually has some, like an original script, like just think if they had the original script from the Septuagint, 72 motherfucking priests come and do all of this shit. Like, shit, the letters of Aristeas would be useless in disproving it. You know, like I would give a fuck about that. If y'all actually had original scripts and saying, yeah, no, look, the Hebrew, it's written in Hebrew. That proves a lot. That proves a lot, but they don't got shit. They don't yeah, bro. They don't got shit. And I ain't going. I can't go out like that.
Have originals of Luke. We have copies of copies of copies, and there are thousands of them. The thing about these copies is when you compare them, they all have mistakes. They all have errors. They have things added and things taken away from it. I'm going to show you this in this video. I'm going to prove this. But there are a lot of mistakes and errors in the Bible, which, in these manuscripts as well, which all goes back to what I was saying, God didn't obviously write this book. God didn't obviously, put a spirit on a person to get them to write the book because it would be perfect. It will be perfectly done. There won't be no mistakes. There will not be errors, but there are. There are thousands of errors, thousands of them. So, how do you get your Bible? How do we get the Bible we have today? We all heard of the Council of Nicaea. Everybody knows about the council. We know about what was going on there and what supposedly have happened there. But what they don't tell you is the details behind what happened at the Council of Nicaea. You don't read about this kind of stuff. So when you had all of these hundreds of manuscripts that were going to be comprised to create the Bible, they had to figure out which ones to use. So a master plan was devised to create the Bible, to figure out what books are going to go in there. It was the master plan. It was genius how they figured out how they was going to get all these books in the Bible. This is what they did. Check it out. They said, we're going to take all of these hundreds of books of the Bible that are supposed to be the inspired word of God, from God. We're going to take all these books and we're going to put them under the communion table, and then we're going to leave. And when we come back in the morning, whatever books are on the top of the table, those are the books that we are going to use to put into the Bible. That's how they came up with your Bible. So how do we know this is true? Because they wrote about it. Council Papias wrote in the Synodicon, which is like a letter or decree to the Nicene Council. He wrote that having promiscuously put all the books that were referred to the council for determination under a communion table in a church, they, the bishops, besought the Lord that the inspired writings might get upon the table, while the sparsest ones remain underneath, and it happened accordingly.
That wasn't dry.
So this is how your Bible came to be. This is how they figured out what books are going to go into the canon, what books are going to go into your Bible. So the whole thing is this. If you have a bunch of books that are supposedly the inspired words of God. Because this goes back to the question I posed earlier. If somebody comes to you and says to you, God gave me a message to write a book, to write, a gospel, how do you know if God gave him that message? How do you know that? How do you know? So here you have all these books together, all piled up on the table. How do you know which ones are supposedly inspired words of God? How do you know which ones is bullshit?
I love you.
There's no way you could know that. So they took the books, put them under the table, and say, you know what, we're going to let God sort it out. Whatever books are on top of the table when we come back are the inspired words. They don't say who came in there later or who had the key to the church. Nobody talks about that. So this is how your Bible came to be. So let's look at what happened once they put these books together. Now, first, we all have to agree. We got to agree that that is a pretty stupid way to put these books together. Books that are of such importance for you to leave it to some kind of, game or some kind of chance or, for them to do it the way they did it. That should be enough for some people to just say, just based upon what you've seen so far in this video, we just started. But that should be enough for you to be like, I'm not accepting this book. I'm not going to take this book into, my everyday life, my heart as, the foundation of my livelihood, the foundation of my existence is not going to come from this book. Based upon just what you've seen so far. You should be done with it. But I know that's not enough, so I'm going to keep going. But you have to admit that's kind of crazy. Now, something else about the Council of Nicaea that was written about, you have to go take a look. So Bishop Sabinus of Heraclea, he was one of the bishops who was put in charge of what was going on at the Council of Nicaea. So he affirms that besides Constantine the Emperor and Eusebius Philippius, these bishops were a set of illiterate, simple creatures that understood nothing. This is what a bishop wrote by a bunch of other bishops, because I guess he figured out this whole process was retarded. It was stupid. What are these people doing? Most of them couldn't read or write. Some of them they didn't even know why they was there. If you go on to read a lot of the things that was written about what happened at the Council of Nicaea, you'll read about the buffoonery, the unbelievable things that the people were saying and the things that they thought should go into the canon. So, this is something that your preacher's not going to talk about. Nobody's going to tell you. You will have to go research on your own. But there's too many other things in your way, too many other things that you are worried about to go do this research. But you will put your whole life, you will put everything that you believe in based upon this book. And you don't even know how it came about. That's something you need to think about. So, another thing you have to understand is they burned a lot of those books that didn't go into the canon. A lot of those books got burned. When they first took the piles of books and they was throwing them on the table, this is how crazy they did it. When they took, let's say you pick up a pile of books and you set it on the table, right? Whatever books fell off the table, they was burned. They was done. They say, you know what, this ain't one of them. It's going in the fire. This is the process that was used. You can go ahead and read about this. I'm serious. This is some of the things that they did to bring these books together. Now you have to understand that a lot of these manuscripts that are being found or that was found later on, some of these books are before the Council of Nicaea. Like they wasn't there that day. They wasn't on the table. So a lot of these papers and a lot of these manuscripts they're finding wasn't even at the council. So it wasn't even included in what you have today. There wasn't even considered. They wasn't there. And some of the books that were saved, because of course a lot of the bishops took some of those with them. A lot of them have them in private collections. So a lot of those books did get saved, but some of them got burnt and they're gone forever. But some of the books or manuscripts they're finding later on wasn't even at the council, wasn't even there. So again, if that wasn't an inspired word, let's just say God didn't inspire this word. Let's just say he did. If that was an inspired word of God, why would you not put it in the book? What you think God would want you to hear it if he inspired a man to write it? What you think he would want you to know what he told that man to say? These are things you have to think about and use common sense towards because it wasn't there. The Dead Sea Scrolls, guess what? They are not in your Bible. They wasn't included. They wasn't found until 1947. So the Dead Sea Scrolls, if it was an inspired word of God, why is it not in your Bible? Why is it not there? So these are things you have to think about, and they're not going to tell you about these things because they don't want you to know. But a lot of these books, a lot of these manuscripts that are found later were not even there at the Council of Nicaea. They wasn't found till years later. So once you got all these books together, once you figured out what books you're going to use, it's going to go into the canon, go into your Bible. Now you have to translate them. You have to translate them from Hebrew, translate them from Greek or Syriac into Latin, because that was the first language they translated them into. So we got to translate these books now. So let's translate them into Latin, one. And then now you have to make copies. Now all of this was done by hand. There was no copy machine, no printing press. Printing press wasn't invented until the 1400s. You know, so they had to do this all by hand. And guess what? When you do something like that by hand, there are going to be mistakes. There are going to be errors. So here, the foundation book of what your Bible you have today is based upon. The foundation book, that's all these manuscripts that they decided they was going to put together, is based upon a copy of these books. Errors, mistakes are going to happen. So of course, the Bible you have today is from errors and mistakes. Now, before I go any further, I want to address a couple things real quick. I know how Christians think. I know how you religious people think. And I know this, what I've shown you so far has not even sunk in. Some of you got your arms folded saying, I got my faith on those books that made it onto the top of the table. But I'm going to show you where these books came from. As I said earlier, we don't know where these books come from. I know where they come from. I know where they came from. And other people know where they came from as well. And I'm going to show you where they come from. I'm going to show you exactly where they wrote them. Let me show you this. So if you got your hopes set on those books that made it to the top of the table, I'm going to destroy that hope, unfortunately. Okay, now, long before the Council of Nicaea ever convened, long before that ever even happened, we have two books we got to basically discuss. We have to discuss the Septuagint, and we have to discuss the Peshitta. Now, the Septuagint is basically the Old Testament translated from Hebrew into Greek. Now, this is a big, highly debated book when you start doing the research. Now, first of all, the Septuagint, we don't have the original Old Testament. We don't have the original Hebrew version of it. Remember, Moses is supposed to be the one who wrote the Old Testament or wrote the 5 books of Moses or whatever. We don't have those books. They don't exist. We don't know where they're at. They're gone. So how do you create a Septuagint? How do you create a Septuagint when we don't have the original 5 books of Moses? We don't have the original Hebrew version of the Old Testament. We don't have none of these. So how do you create a Septuagint? This goes back to LXX. Now, LXX is Roman numeral for 70. So you got L is 50, X is 10, X is 10. Septuagint means 70. So what is this whole thing about? Now, LXX is basically speaking about the letters of Aristeas. Now, the letters of Aristeas are ancient documents that talk about 6 elders who were taken from the 12 tribes of Israel. Now, these 6 elders were supposed to go to Alexandria, Egypt, and translate the Old Testament Hebrew into the Septuagint, which is Greek. Now, of course, you're going to ask yourself, how did they do this? Since we do not have the originals. Now, understand that this is the only proof that we have that this whole thing took place and that these people had the knowledge of this information or anything like that. This is the only proof that we have is basically this LXX, this letters of Aristeas. We have no other proof. This is all we have. So basically, proof out of nowhere, we get this Septuagint. So we basically have 6 elders from each of the 12 tribes of Israel. Now that's 72 elders altogether. So Septuagint means 70 and LXX is 70, but in actuality, it was 72 elders. So, that's one weird thing right there. Now I know, of course, you are asking yourselves, how in the hell did these 72 old men translate the Hebrew version of the Old Testament into Greek if we did not have the original copies? How did they do that? So, supposedly the story goes like this. Philadelphia, he was urged by his librarian to translate the Hebrew law into Greek. Now, they had a vast library of books supposedly, and they wanted to add a Greek version of the Hebrew law to that library. We don't know if they had actual Hebrew versions of the Tanakh or the Torah in their library. It doesn't say. We don't know what they had. We don't know what the elders who was coming there brought with them. So Ptolemy II Philadelphus, he spent all his money. The letters go into detail about what he gave to Jerusalem and all that, and he freed some slaves or whatever. So the letter goes into detail about what exactly he did to get this done. So in any case, they got 6 elders from each of the 12 tribes of Israel to come to Alexandria, Egypt, to do this whole translation. Now, we don't know what the elders brought with them. It doesn't go into detail on that. We don't know. So, we all know about the Tanakh. The Tanakh is the whole 24 books of the Old Testament. The 5 books of Moses is the Torah. The other 19 will be the writings and the prophets, which will give us the Tanakh, 24 books. Now, we also have our oral Torah. So, people knew the Torah by heart, they can recite it, and people knew the Tanakh, by heart, and they can recite that as well. So these elders, they knew their stuff. So we don't know if the elders came there and recited the whole thing or what. We don't really know. But for some reason, they wanted this copy. And this is how we get the Septuagint. And they supposedly completed this whole task. 72 elders completed this task in 72 days. So this is how the story goes. But almost every
All right, I'm back. My bad. You can let it play though.
All right.
They don't agree on the date of this letter. They believe this letter was written after the time this whole thing was supposedly had happened. And they believe they know who wrote the letter, but they believe the letter basically is bogus. So, they believe the whole thing is bogus because of some questions that you ask yourself when you start doing the research on this whole thing. Now, to be fair, do we have any Greek translations of the Old Testament dating before Christ? And yeah, we do. We have the Raylan's Papyrus 458. It's dated to 150 BC. Now, the whole thing about that is it's just a small piece. It contains Deuteronomy 23 through 28. That's it. No more, no less, nothing else on it. So that's all we got. So, do we know if this little fragment of Raylan's Papyrus is from the whole event that the letter is speaking to? We don't know. Scholars believe it's a copy of a copy. We don't know if it came directly from that time. But what you have to consider is it's dated to 150 BC. The whole thing supposedly had took place with the 72 elders doing the translation. Supposedly took place at 250 BC. So we're talking about 100 years prior. Now, these guys were elders, so we're talking about 150, 160, 70 years old they could have been. So if they was 170 years old during this translation at the time, that's highly unlikely. But another thing is this. It would have been almost impossible, and every scholar is in agreement on this. It would have been impossible for anybody to find 6 elders from all 12 tribes of Israel. One, because nobody knew who the hell the 12 tribes of Israel was back then. Who knew such a thing? They didn't know who they was. 2, most of the Israelites were scattered all over the place. They were scattered everywhere. They've been enslaved. They've been through wars. Yeah, we would have been hard pressed to figure out, one, who the hell was a Jewish person or Israelite. We would have been hard pressed to figure that out. So to actually find 6 elders from the 12 tribes of Israel, to actually find these people would have been an impossible task. Now, another thing we have to consider, we have to remember that every Jew knew that the official caretakers of the scriptures, of God's law, was the Levites. Moses himself put the Levites in charge of the scriptures. He was in charge of that and the Ark of the Covenant. Nobody else would have touched the scriptures except for people from the tribe and the Levites. They would not have done that. This was known. So when you go and you look at Deuteronomy 17, 18, look at Deuteronomy 31, 25, 26, Malachi 2 and 7. It's kind of speaking towards this whole thing. So nobody else would have touched or revised these scriptures or God's law. Why would these Hebrews do this? Why would they do that against God? They would not have done that. So that kind of like destroys the argument, or it takes away the validity of the letter as well, and scholars are in agreement on it. So first of all, another thing is the Jews, they were supposedly God's chosen people. The Israelites was God's chosen people. They were set apart from everybody else. They was unique. They was different. They was very proud of their Hebrew language. So to translate that language into Greek, into something for the Gentiles, is something highly unlikely they would have done. They would have died before they've done it. That's a fact. Now, another thing is this. You got to remember that Jesus, he told the Gentiles, he said, he told the Jews, stay away from the Gentiles. Don't go in there. If you look at Matthew 10, 5-7, Jesus is telling them not to go the way of the Gentiles. And to any other cities of the Samaritans, enter ye not. So this is something that's highly unlikely. They would not have done it for riches. They wouldn't have done it for nothing. They would have died like most of these Jews was dying for their God. They went through hell believing in this God. So for them to, just go against him, go against everything Moses taught, go against their people and do this for the Gentiles is something highly unlikely and it's suspect. So let me bring this whole thing together for you in case you're kind of confused. You got to understand this. If Moses never existed, if Moses never wrote any laws or anything like that, if the Levites never wrote any laws or copied any laws or whatever like that, where did this stuff come from? So, if you're trying to create a manuscript or a book based off of these things that were never written by Moses and these Levites, what do you have to do? You have to make a connection somehow between the books that you have and Moses and the Levites, or Moses and the Gentiles writing these books. Because the whole question is going to be, where did these things come from? So, if you're sitting here today with a copy of the Septuagint, and you're thinking to yourself, well, where did this come from? Because supposedly it should be coming straight from Moses, straight from the Israelites. Where did it come from? So the job of these people who are behind this religion is to make some kind of connection to where we can find out and figure out the inception of the whole Old Testament. Because without that, it's just a book out of thin air. It's just like, okay, basically what I'm saying and what other scholars are saying is they just wrote this shit up from somewhere. That's what we saying. We saying that shit ain't never happened. Moses never existed. These people never existed. So y'all just made this shit up from somewhere. And I'm going to show you later where they got it from and where they wrote it at. So I'm going to show you exactly where they got it from. Now, so that's what we are basically saying. So they're tiptoeing around it, coming up with these bogus ass letters, coming up with all these stories. Say, oh no, this is where it came from. This is how we got the Septuagint. This is where the Septuagint came from. This is what they are doing because they have to somehow explain where the hell did this book come from. Now, understand today, the Septuagint or the earliest version, I mean, we basically have that fragment. We got fragments of things. That's what we have. Little shards of paper I will be showing you. And, we got small stuff. So if you take all of this, these are like basically your first books, supposedly. You take this and you bring them all to the Council of Nicaea. All the little scraps of paper we had, all of the other books, all the stuff comes to the Council of Nicaea finally and lands on the table. And we got, basically at the end of it, we got so many copies of copies of copies. We don't know what's real. We don't know what's the real inspired word of God. It's a big fucking cluster fuck of papers. This is the truth. This is what they had. They didn't know nothing. They had no clue. There was no carbon-14 dating back then. So understand, this is where your book came from. It came from a bunch of doubt. Truth has no doubt. Truth is truth. Truth is just there. You read the Bible. If you read your Bible, you understand what kind of God this book is speaking about. Do you honestly believe the God of the Bible will allow this to happen? Do you honestly believe that God, who is a jealous, vengeful God, will allow such a thing to occur where his word that he put so much work into? I mean, look at all the stuff that went on in the Old Testament. So much work went into this. So for him to just let all of that go to shit, I mean, do you honestly believe that that guy would allow it to happen? Because we obviously see the flaws in the Bible. We obviously see that there's a lot of issues, and we're gonna go through all of it. We're gonna break apart the Bible completely. I'm gonna break down every single prophecy that you have been told in church, and we're gonna expose it all. Everything gonna get exposed. Now, okay, that's basically the whole Septuagint right there. There's a lot more to the story. And like I always say, please go do your own research. Look into this yourself, please. Especially if you're a Bible believer and you're a Christian or Hebrew Israelite, go look into the story. I mean, really do the research and figure out what the hell is going on. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. There is no way, listen to me, there's no way you can do research on the Bible and come out still being a Christian. I'm sorry. That's just the facts. There's no way. You're delusional if you do that. There's something seriously wrong with you if you do the actual research. I mean, the real hard work, and you really read. Don't just get to a part, start reading until you see something you don't like, and then you stop. Oh, I'm going to find somewhere else. Really do the research. People run, religious people run back into the Bible. They run back into the Bible to prove that the Bible is true. How can you do that? How do you run back in the Bible to prove the Bible is true, based off scripture? You can't do that when a whole book is in question. So, okay, you don't have to believe none of this stuff that I'm saying, none of the research that I'm showing you or going to be showing you in this video, because I'm going to go into the Bible later on and we're going to tear that thing apart. We're going to go right in there and I'm going to show you exactly what it is. So, again, please do your own research. Now, the other book that I was speaking to is basically the Peshitta. Now, in Peshitta, if you read Acts 11:26, it says Christianity began in Antioch. Where is Antioch? It's in Syria. And they have the Syriac Orthodox Church of Antioch in Syria. It's one of the oldest churches on the planet. There you will find the Peshitta. Now, the Peshitta is basically, they took the Old Testament Hebrew, translated it into Syriac, and this is how we get the Peshitta. Later, they took the Greek New Testament, translated it into Syriac, and put it in the Peshitta as well. Now, the Peshitta was supposedly written around the 2nd century. It's another 2nd century AD. It's an old book. Now, the thing about the Peshitta is this: when they first was translating the Peshitta, the New Testament part of it, it didn't include certain books. Now, it didn't include 2 Peter, 2 John, 3 John, Jude, or Revelations until the 5th century. So we're talking about a couple hundred years after the whole Council of Nicaea, they finally put Revelations, which is a major book, into the Peshitta. And that's a reason for that. Now, so we take all these books, we take these manuscripts, and you have to understand that it was people making copies. People, when they had these, religious sects or religious groups, when they got their hands on a manuscript or, one of the books, they wrote copies. So, wars was going on, a lot of stuff was going on back then, and these copies was being destroyed. Some of them was, turning up later on, and, Council of Nicaea took all of these copies. They had what they had when the Council of Nicaea convened, and they put it on the table. So, we have to get into the books that was basically produced from the Nicene Council. But before we can do that, you have to realize that there were other books before the Nicene Council. Now, understand, the Roman Catholic Church began between the 1st and 5th century CE. Now, we know that they was probably using the Septuagint around that time. In the early stages of the Roman Catholic Church, they were probably using the Septuagint and using other, manuscripts that they had. But at some point, they begin using what is known as the Vetus Latina. Now, the Vetus Latina means Old Latin in Latin. Now, it wasn't written in Old Latin, it was just called Old Latin. It was written in New Latin. Don't know who wrote it or when they wrote it, but what it basically is the Latin translation of the Septuagint, from original Hebrew and Greek to Latin. The problem with the Vetus Latina that the church had was it wasn't really a faithful translation of the original Hebrew. Now, we don't know who actually did the translation of the Vetus Latina. It actually popped up in the second half of the 2nd century in North Africa and Gaul. Now, Gaul is basically north of Rome, in between Spain and Germany. So this book popped up. We know that the Roman Catholic Church was using it because we actually find smaller ones. So basically, the clergymen had them as like little Bibles around that time, and they was using this book for a while. But as I said, it had issues. It wasn't a real faithful translation of the original Hebrew, and they had to change that. So in 382 CE, Pope Damascus I, he commissioned Saint Jerome to go ahead and revise the whole Vetus Latina. So Saint Jerome gave us the Latin Vulgate. Now, the Vulgate basically is a revision of the Vetus Latina, but Saint Jerome, he added and he changed a couple things, of course, because he felt like, and this is one of the weird parts, he felt like the Septuagint itself was not perfect. It had issues and flaws and things he needed to change. So understand, Saint Jerome was not told by God. Jesus didn't come down and tell Saint Jerome to do this. The Pope told Saint Jerome to do this. So understand, this is one of the books that your Bible that you have today is referencing. This is one of the things. So the Septuagint was changed, and when you start reading about what Saint Jerome did to this whole to the Septuagint and with the whole Latin Vulgate, he added and he changed so much. You know, the documentation on this goes into detail when he really added a lot. He changed a lot. He put stuff in there that wasn't in there before, and that's the truth. So here you have another instance where somebody is adding or taking away from the book. But St. Jerome basically pissed a lot of people off with a lot of the translations he did with the Vulgate. Now, another thing you got to pay attention to is the date. Think about the date. 382 CE. This is after the Council of Nicaea. So, what books did the Council of Nicaea produce? If the Latin Vulgate, if the Vetus Latina, I should say, was before, obviously before the whole Council of Nicaea. So, if the Vulgate was being translated from the Vetus Latina, what books did the Council of Nicaea produce? And that's what we're going to go into next. Okay, so finally, this brings us to the 4 great unsealed codices. Now, unsealed simply means they was written in all uppercase letters, all capital letters, these manuscripts. So we have the Codex Sinaiticus, the Codex Vaticanus, the Codex Alexandrinus, and the Codex Ephraem Rescriptus. Now, they will tell you that the Codex Sinaiticus is the oldest complete Bible manuscript. Oldest complete. It is just the oldest complete one. It's not the oldest. The Codex Vaticanus is the oldest. Now, the Codex Vaticanus was supposedly written in 325 CE. It's the same year the Council of Nicaea took place. Now, the Sinaiticus was written 5 years later in 330, and the Alexandrinus was written in 400 CE, and the Ephraem was written in 450 CE. So we're talking about between 325 and 450 CE that these codices was supposedly written and put together, taking place after the Council of Nicaea. So whatever happened during the Council of Nicaea, over this next period of time, these codices, these manuscripts were put together because of what went down at the Council of Nicaea. Now, these codexes, these manuscripts was written on vellum, which is lambskin. They was written in scriptio continua, which basically means words started on one line, continued on the next line. There was no spaces. Everything was bunched up together. And it wasn't until Eusebius, the Eusebius canon, he came up with basically like a reference system. And when you look at these manuscripts, you'll see like Roman numerals next to them. And they came up with like a reference system where you can reference certain things. It was not as detailed as the system we know today, where everything is numbered, book, chapter, and verse. We didn't see that until 1382 when John Wycliffe, when he hand wrote his Bible in English, he came up with that system. Well, he didn't come up with the system, he used that system, and it was the first time we seen that system in the Bible. That was John Wycliffe. Now, these manuscripts, the problem with them is they are all completely different, totally different. Now, remember before when I said they will tell you that the Sinaiticus is the oldest complete Bible. And the reason why they will say this is because the Vaticanus has issues. It's the oldest one, but there are problems with it. We are missing things. Now, the whole problem with the Codex Vaticanus is scholars can't figure out whether or not these things that are missing was in there or not in there. You know, were they just pages that was torn out, or were they never in there in the first place? And the only way they came to a conclusion that they were not in there was to compare them to other manuscripts and see if they wasn't in those as well. So when I say to you in the other videos that Mark ended at 16:8, it's because Vaticanus it doesn't have 9 through 20 in there. Neither does Sinaiticus. The earliest manuscripts that you will find, all the earliest copies, Mark ends at 16:8. That's it. Now, you find a lot more things like this when you start researching these manuscripts. So let's look into Vaticanus. When you look into it, these are basically chapters and verses that's not in Vaticanus. So, take a look at them. You got Matthew 12:47. As you can see, I put Mark 16:9 to 20. It's not in there. Mark ends at 16:8. It's consistent with other manuscripts. Now, again, the whole story of Jesus taking a woman in adultery, that whole thing about let he who was without sin cast the first stone and all, that whole story is not in the original manuscripts. It's not in Vaticanus. It's not in Sinaiticus. It's gone. It's not there. So we're talking about John 7:53 all the way to John 8:11, not in there, gone. Now, there are also other things that are not in Vaticanus, not in Sinaiticus, that are in later manuscripts. It's a lot of phrases, a lot of words that are missing. Now, when I'm giving you references. Understand here, I'm saying things, I'm naming stuff, I'm giving you references so you can go back and check this stuff out for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. I have a lot to show in this video, so I can't go through every single thing because there's a lot I have to show you. So, when you go and do the research, you'll see it's a lot of phrases, a lot of verses that's not in these earlier manuscripts that are in later. I'll give you an example. Luke 23:34. When Jesus say, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do," that's not in the earlier manuscripts. That was added. Now, two major things about these manuscripts. This is two major things about the manuscript that I find absolutely unbelievable and crazy. First of all, one, you should know something. The book of Revelations was not added until the 5th century. It wasn't added. It's not in the Septuagint. It's not in the Peshitta. It's not in Vaticanus. It's not in Sinaiticus. They later added them to those manuscripts, but you should know that Revelations was not added until much later. Now, they will say that they didn't put it in there because it was like too much controversy and a lot of people didn't agree on Revelations or whatever. But myself and other people who research this, other scholars will tell you that we believe, one, that Revelations is much older than they say it is, because they say it's between 60 CE and 90 CE that it was written, something like that. But we believe it was much older because it's not in the Septuagint. It's not in Vetus Latina. It's not in the Vulgate. It's not in the Septuagint. It's not in any of these older Bibles or any of these manuscripts we're finding. We're not finding Revelation. So we don't really know how old it is. That's something you need to take into consideration. Now, the other thing was Matthew 27:49 in the Vaticanus says something totally different. Now, when you go to that verse, that's where, they put the vinegar on Jesus' head. And then, the next verse, it says he gives up the ghost. What originally is in there, what they changed was, you go to John 19:34, where Jesus he gets the spear. When the soldier hit him with the spear, stabbed him with the spear, and then he dies. This originally was Matthew 27:49. That's where it was at before. Now, if you go there and you look at the verses, it fits perfectly in there because it has them, to give them the sponge of vinegar. And then supposedly what's supposed to happen is he gets stabbed with the spear in the rib and then he gives up the ghost. That's how it's supposed to go. They took it from Matthew and moved it to John. And it's a major reason why they did that I'm going to get into later. And it's going to make so much sense why they did it. And I understand why they did it. When you start, getting into the Bible, you'll see why. It'll make a lot of sense why they had to move it there. Now, the Codex, Ephraim Rescriptus, it was deciphered and translated by a man named Konstantin von Tischendorf around 1841, and he put a book out around 1843. Now, it just so happens that Tischendorf is the one who found the Codex Sinaiticus in 1844. Somewhere around Egypt, somewhere in the shadow of Mount Sinai, he's in a monastery and he finds the Codex Sinaiticus, the oldest surviving complete Bible. So what does this mean? It means that when King James I, when he put together the Bible you have today, he did not have the Codex Sinaiticus. We didn't find it until 1844. So he didn't have it in 1611, obviously. So when you start looking into this whole thing, when you start realizing the manuscripts and the books that went into creating the Bible you have today, it is so much inconsistencies and controversies surrounding every last one of them. And it gets much deeper than this. It gets a lot deeper. So obviously, we don't really know what books King James had. And you have to understand that, from the 5th century on until, 1611, there were a bunch of manuscripts written about the Bible. So, I mean, it's more than 4 codexes, of course. We have a whole lot of different codexes. So we're talking about they took copies of the copies and made copies. And they kept doing it until, of course, the 1400s when the printing press came up. So we're talking about hundreds of years. We're talking about over 1,000 years that these people were writing manuscripts. So we're talking about from 325 all the way up to, 1492 when the print press came out, that they was handwriting manuscripts, handwriting, copies. So around the time when King James, the manuscripts, he had a bunch of copies, he had a bunch of fragments, he had a lot of errors and mistakes, and no way in the world.
I gotta move around, man. I'm waiting on the results show. Anyone, you there? All right, this is definitely the boy Swab Boss, man. Incorporation, collaboration with A1 in the Coliseum with arguments, the Titans of Bay League. Shout out to the stream, man. 4 hours, man. We went in. I'm waiting on the results show for Yaya and Silky. We're gonna see y'all on the other side, God. I gotta move around. Black Power.